What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and it's the Philly Tall Podcast. And today we will be covering the Eagles and Patriots joint practice live. We'll have my reactions. We'll hear from Vrabel, Vic Fangio, the full practice, and some players. But more importantly, we will have highlights because Patriots practice records a lot. If you've been watching the practice, low key, and all the Patriot fans hyping up AJ Brown and Drake May and even other players on their team, they've had a lot of in-game training camp highlights not posted just by their social media team, but also by their beat writers. There's Eagle fans there in attendance. So if Eagle fans are allowed to record or beat writers are allowed to record, we should get a lot of stuff. If for some reason you're one of my followers and you are at the joint practice, post some stuff so we can get that fire content. Do your boy a favor real quick. Hit the like button. If you're just getting in here, about 100 people, notification gang, shout out to y'all. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not, and turn on that notification bell so you will be notified. If you're watching this on the rerun, still turn on the notification bell so you hear what us next time to go live. Again, you can see already here, according to Tim McManus, there's a lot of people lined up for training camp joint practice. This line has a lot of Patriot fans, but there's another line that has a lot of Eagle fans, so there will be a mixed crowd. Of course, there's going to be more Patriot fans because it's in Boston. But Eagle fans travel, and Eagle fans are all over the place. And these ain't beat writers. These are fans. New England's training camp allows people to pay for tickets and goes watch. We got our one practice that we can come and watch at, but New England allows people to be there. So I'm expecting to see some real good footage. Real good footage. And I just seen a tweet that showed that, what do you call it? An Eagles chant broke out live at the training camp. Here's another version of the lines waiting to get in a training camp. You'll see a lot more Eagle fans in this one. There you go, though. You know, I see the Saquon Barkley. I see the Kelly Green there, the Kelly Green there. Okay, so there's two lines. It is actually a smart thing to keep Eagle fan and Patriot fans separate, low-key, with all the blah, blah, blah that's been going on Twitter. It's going to be a toxic day on social media. Just hopefully we are in front of that toxicity. You know what I mean? If it got to be toxic, it should be via us being it. Simple and plain. Live up to the name that people give us, although we're not nearly as ridiculous as a lot of other fan bases we can name. But let's keep going and see what's going on. Shout out to everybody in attendance. Mike Vrabel speaking now. We will hear from Fangio at 9:55. That one will be posted by the Eagles. But I do want to go and just show you guys some of the things that we're seeing. We just saw that one. Elliott Shore Parks talking about day one at Gillette. This is what I'm talking about. Thomas R. Peterson said Eagles usually don't allow recording of practice. However, Patriots usually love recording their own practice and all other teams' practices for that matter. Good chance we get a lot of video today. I'm with him on that. Let's keep going. We got Jeff McClain reporting from Foxborough along with John Clark. According to John Clark, Pat's coach Mike Vrabel says the Eagles are very physical at the lines of scrimmage. He's talking about both sides of the line of scrimmage. Defensive line, offensive line. Eagles joint practice starts at 10:15. Okay. At least Vrabel's keeping it a little real about the Eagles defense, or at least just are both sides of the line. Elliott Shore Park said Vrabel said they wanted to practice against the Eagles because the Eagles are a great team that are well coached with an excellent quarterback. Okay. He's definitely trying to quiet some of this AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts narrative just off the rip. He don't want no fights breaking out at practice. He's being a little too nice. But of course, we do have an excellent quarterback in Jalen Hurts, and the real ones know it, whether they're just being nice or not. Breaking news out of the Saints camp: Alvin Kamara expected to be sidelined for at least the next month. Holy. Let's see what he says here. The video, actually. Hold on, we're going to hear it for a second, but let's see what Elliott Shore-Park said. Mike Vrabel on the emotions that A.J. Brown and Milton Williams will face against the Eagles. But of course, A.J. Brown, of course, they're going to ask him that question. Let's go ahead and play the clip and see what he says. And it's not loud at all.
Bill played there, AJ played there. I mean, I think these guys are professionals, and they show them that they want to practice for us, and I'm sure there's some added feelings for them, but I'm not going to try to explain what those are. Those are their feelings, and again, they're part of our team. We're really excited to have both of those guys. And they practiced hard, whether it was against us or against the Colts, or we'll see great efforts from both of them today against the Eagles.
Yeah, pretty much kept it easy peasy. Like, yeah, it might get a little mixed emotions, but they're professionals, and they are professionals. So we'll see. We will see. Martin Frank tweets, Patriots coach Vrabel says practice with the Eagles will be a really good measuring stick for Pats. Says Eagles ex-D tackle Milton Williams has become more of a leader. Milton Williams, year 2 with the Patriots, becoming more of a leader. Of course, we're going to talk more about the Patriots side of things, hearing from Vrabel, but we're about to hear from our boy Fangio in a second. Mike Vrabel on why the Eagles have had sustained success. They drafted well, they retained their players, and they found a franchise quarterback. 3 things you need to do to be a successful franchise: draft well, be able to retain your players, and you got to have a franchise quarterback. It's plain and simple. It ain't easy, but it's plain and simple. A lot of these beat writers are saying the same thing. Sustained success. Not many teams have that sustained success. We've seen a bang, bang, boom, and then a drop down quickly. Here we go. Tim McManus said an Eagles chant just broke out here at the Patriots complex. It's going to be a spirited day. So here's the picture. And we got a legit Eagle chant breaking out. I'm trying to tell you that they're going to be a hefty amount of Eagle fans in attendance, and they allow them to record. So if a fan posted something on Twitter, we going to have to get it, grab it, and run with it. We have to get it, grab it, and run with it, but that's cool. There's definitely going to be more Patriots fans, but an Eagles chant broke out here at the Patriots complex. It's going to be a spirited day. WIP in the building. Of course they will be. Let's see. We got anything else? He's saying Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel saying after being away from A.J. Brown and now being back with them, he's noticed his overall maturity. Yeah. Willie Lampkin out there warming up for day 1 of Eagles Patriots joint practice. He'll probably get some snaps at both center and guard. The little pit bull, as they call him, as Ryan Fowler calls him. So again, we will have all the highlights, and there got to be highlights of the Eagles. You know, Smitty was giving it to Christian Gonzalez a couple years ago at joint practice. So Smitty being back a day before we go to Foxborough is a good thing. It's a real good thing. At 9:55, we're going to hear from Vic Fangio. And at 10:15, practice starts. FWIP, I'm with you, Chaotic. Slim said, I can't stand ESP. I'm with you. But right now, we need all the goods. We need all the goods. But we follow a lot of other beat reporters. So hopefully they could keep us in tune with what's really going on. And hopefully we don't got to go off people's words. We get actual live footage. Black Knight said, I wish no one gets hurt. And this will be a very good joint practice. It is going to be a good joint practice. I mean, for as much as I like to poo-poo on the Patriots, blah, 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 they're a good team. I mean, is Drake May as good as people are saying? I got to wait and see. You know, I want to see more than a one-year good football player. We saw Deshaun Watson be great and then fall off. We've seen Jaden Daniels be great and fall off due to the injuries. But Drake May's playoff run was not that impressive. Not only did he not finish versus a Seattle Seahawks team that was good on defense, but still, they didn't really make their mark in the NFL until later in the season. It was a perfect time for Drake May to get his, and he couldn't get it done. Now we'll see if he can get back like Jalen did. It's not as easy as people make it out to be. All I'm going to say is regular season, real good. I think he had 31 touchdowns and only 6 or 8 interceptions. But the man struggled to move the ball in the playoffs. But they got a good defense. They got a good supporting cast. I'm talking O-line and run game. Now they got the wide receiver to support him. We'll see. And we get him up. We get him first in our first joint practice. Yes, the practice actually starts at 10:15. 10:15. But I wanted to go live early to just talk about what we expect to see. But also, Fangio speaks. We heard a little bit from Vrabel. Right? We didn't get to see the live footage from Vrabel. I mean, unless I went to a Patriots beat writer, but we heard some stuff from Vrabel. But here we go. Again, Vrabel spoke first. Now it's going to be our boy Vic Fangio. Jimmy Kempski said hello from Foxborough. We got 2 offensive linemen hitting the field early to get warmed up. Practice starts at 10:15. Doom Eagle said he's ducking Smitty. He probably is. Christian Gonzalez is a really good cornerback, but Smitty put him on skates the last time they lined up in joint practice. Gonzo's out with a lower leg injury. Dang. I would have loved to see that Smitty versus Gonzo as much as I want to see AJ versus Quinion. Spa City Chops and Mike, they better cook these bums today. I'm with you, you know what I mean? When push comes to shove and we actually going against each other, every team is bums, you know what I mean? Now when we got our analytic hat on and analytical hat on and we got to really talk about the X and O's, I'll put respect on whatever team deserves it. And this is a team that made it to the Super Bowl last year. They couldn't finish. But now let's see how they repeat. It ain't easy. AJ's not out. Not who said that? Christian Gonzalez is out, supposedly. They're going to give us the injury report. As soon as practice starts at 10:15, we will get the injury report. Carlos said, do you think AJ and Jalen even speak to each other? I don't know. But that is not my top concern. My top concern ain't seeing if Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown are cool. My top concern is seeing the Eagles be the aggressor, be the more dominant team on both sides of the ball, be the more skilled team, the more prepared team, the more ready team. You know, everybody was freaking out about the Eagles and Ravens preseason game. I know that the play calling wasn't good per se in that game, but you got to factor a couple things in. Dalton was missing wide open receivers. Then open receivers were dropping footballs and flags that were turning 2nd and 3s to 2nd and 15s. That all plays a part. When Sean got his real guys in there, let's see how things transpire. And we're going to see a little bit today. Simply put, we know the Patriots can record and keep stuff, but we won't see them into the bowl. If we ever meet up with them again, it won't be into the bowl. So let's go out there and show some of our plays. What we got to lose. But we have to put some good drives together, have to put some good film out there. And this is the time to do it because it's going to be with your ones. It's going to be our ones versus their ones. This is the time to do it. JPN said this practice has all the hype of a game. If only the Eagles actually play New England this regular season, the hype would be unreal. Facts. Because once we get to the actual preseason game on Saturday, it won't be Jalen and Drake. It won't be Jalen Hurts and Drake May. It won't be A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. It won't be top O-line versus top O-line. It will be Andy Dalton versus blah, 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 blah. It will be backup on top versus backup. So this has the hype of a real game, and we can't even see anybody until we will never match up unless both these teams make the Super Bowl. Reek and Vic said, what's your account so I can follow you? Oh, on Twitter, it's at Philly _ Wait, let me double check. Let's just retweet this real quick. Bang. Go to my page. It's at Philly _ Mike 25. So if you want to follow real quick, it's at Philly _ Mike 25. We talk Eagles throughout the day. Even when I'm not posting a video or live on YouTube, it's a 24/7 sports talk on Twitter. So definitely follow me on there. However, today you're going to get all the Twitter news on live stream. And there should be a lot of them. There should be a lot of them. Let's see what is a Ray Hughes on what she wants to see from day one of the Eagles joint practice with the Patriots. I need to see, obviously, something today other than that mess we saw on Saturday. See, let it be WIP to really blow up a, what do you call it? A preseason game with our coach calling plays for the first time with backups. Let WIP be the one to blow that up. Vic speaks in 2 minutes. I want to, because you know what, it's going to be a lot of AJ Brown questions. Who's going to, it's going to be that. This is what our media is going to do. But Vic Fangio keeps it 100, and I want to hear. And listen, Fangio is a no bullshit type guy. So if he has any bad ill, shout out to Yo Rio for following me. I'm gonna hit you with a follow back, my guy. So if Fangio has any ill will towards AJ for his crying, best believe it's going to come out in this press conference. Shout out to Hip Hop News Uncensored too for chiming in. Let's see what we got. So Elliot Shore Park said 11 minutes ago, no Christian Gonzalez today for Eagles Patriots joint practice. That's a big hit for them. He's their number one corner for sure. Sean said this backup O-line is going to destroy their D-line. That's one thing that I do really like about this new Eagles team. The backup offensive line is crazy deep. Vic is live. Why is it not popping it up for the Eagles? Oh, there it is. Come on.
And can't get enough. Come on, Jeff, what do you got?
I got you. So I don't know if Cooper would be your first outside cornerback and one of the top two guys would get hurt, but will you ever work him in there, or you just feel comfortable with him there based on what he's done in the past?
Yeah, he's worked in there in drills. I've told the DB coaches to make sure he's stayed up to snuff there, both mentally and technique-wise.
You can hear the crowd.
I don't know. Are we sure AJ's practicing today?
Woo!
Can you tell us?
It's all every snap you take in the NFL is a test.
He said, "Are you sure
How
AJ's
important are
practicing?"
joint practices just in terms of evaluation for, especially for those guys who might not see any reps or limited reps during those games?
Yeah, I love doing these things. I think these things are great. I wish we would do another one. It's great to go against a new team, new schemes, new players. You'll learn things. You're going to get unscouted looks and plays, and see how people react. These things are tremendous. And
Told you, everybody loves joint practice.
What made you want to play about your guys from these then?
It's just part of the process. Possibly.
In Jihad's case, what made you want to play him in that first game, and how's he playing?
He, when the Kobe got back last year, his snaps got cut down away a lot, and just feel he needs more reps, and proved out in the game. He had a play or two that he didn't play the right way, that he should be playing the right way, so we still got work to do.
What is the difference between him and Makuba on that front, since he also missed time as well?
Yeah, Makuba was more injury related. His misses last year, and each case is different.
How about with Marcus? Why didn't he play in that game?
Yeah, because I wanted to see Carter get a lot of snaps at safety. Epps has played his whole career at safety. He's getting a lot of reps in practice. Mike, this is new territory for Mike.
I like that.
We need to get him a bunch of reps there to really get him prepared and totally evaluate it.
What did you see
How
from?
did he grade out?
He did fine. Mike's had a good camp.
Thank you. It's like,
I think it was their first touchdown pass in the game. He should have played better. But to me, it's more just his newness on the job, particularly when he's in a deep zone, is all new to him. And we need to get him as many reps doing that as we can.
Where does that competition stand still?
It's a competition. It is.
Nick, what's impressed you about Trot, his training camp and everything like that?
Yeah, he's reaping the benefits of being in the system for 3 years. He's matured. He's picked. He always knew what to do, but his processing is a whole lot faster and quicker. I mean, the most important quality you can have as an inside backer is instincts, play recognition, and his is really showing more in this camp than it had before.
Are you happy with the edge group in light of the fact that Bernard hasn't been practice for a little while?
Yeah, I don't know when Bernard will be back. That injury he got in our weight room, is going to take some time to heal. Yeah, I'm very happy with Nolan and Jalix. AK is coming along. The other guys are coming along. But we need to get, we need our third and fourth until Grenard gets back to really solidify their positions.
How about Epinesa in particular? You spoke about him before.
Yeah, he's been doing good, and he played good in the preseason game. He had a great learning experience on that pass he got beat on. I'm really happy that happened because it was a preseason game. But not only for him, but all the outside backers / edge players. It's a great learning experience on how to play that play. And he's doing good. He's picking up, we dropped those guys a little bit, not a lot, and he's really done well with it. And I think he'll continue to improve.
What did Ty Robinson show you?
Yeah, he came to life, He's been on life support since he's been here, but he came to life. And hopefully that will continue.
Vic, from Boston, just generally speaking, what are some of the challenges in covering A.J. Brown? What makes him so effective out there?
Well, he's a big receiver. He's strong. Got strong hands. 50-50 balls are his friend most of the time. Just a big, strong, athletic, instinctive, good receiver.
I know you asked us to calm down on the Bernard and Weaver storylines, but Weaver in particular, seeing him out there, did anything jump out?
So you're not coming down?
I'm not coming down on it yet.
Those are our two exchange students. They're doing fine, but they got a long way to go.
You mentioned Trot 3 years. It's kind of like Keely 3 years. We saw the interception. We also saw some other.
Yeah. I think Keely is, he's been everybody's pinata doll for a while.
He hears it.
I kind of sense he could be coming. We'll see. See how he does these next. I think, somebody asked the question, these 2 days. I think these 2 days for him are big. Okay.
What's been your impressions of some of the safety depth with guys like Maxim Spoy and Keenan Bushkin in the back?
Yeah, they came alive in the game, did some good things. I think they're 2 good young prospects. We'll see how it all shakes out when you have to get to 53.
You talked about chance.
Yeah.
You talked about chance before, but with Deontay and Smile, it seems like you have real depth at that position.
Say that again.
With Deontay and Smile, it seems like you have some pretty interesting depth there.
Yeah, our ILB position is, probably our deepest position on defense. We got Trotter and Smile that are 2 good quality players. Campbell, who's been hurt for a while, but I think he'll be back out there today. And Deontay, so I feel good about those guys.
Do a couple more. With Keyshawn and them missing so much time, what do they have to do to catch up? How do they kind of do that?
It's hard to make up for lost time, especially with the way we practice anymore in the league. Reps are at a premium. It'll be hard.
What about Josh's offense? Will it test for you a good
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what they'll show us, but they've always been, last year they played a fullback a lot, so they're one of those teams that still plays a fullback. We haven't seen any of that, so that would be good to see. They're a little bit more spread out. Our offense is more condensed, so that will be good. Everything's valuable. It's going to be great to go against new stuff.
Elsewhere in the league, there have been
What's that?
Because Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis haven't played in the preseason game. What are you kind of looking forward to see from those guys going against the Patriots?
Get them a lot of reps. Okay. What's happened with these joint practices, a lot of teams take the philosophy of get your ones a lot of reps in practice, then they don't play in the game. And hopefully we can get both of those guys enough reps to where over a 2-day period, it kind of feels like a game for them.
elsewhere in the league. There have been fights in some of these sessions. What's your approach or philosophy with that going into it?
Yeah, we don't want them. We don't tolerate it. The way I explain it to the players every time we do one of these, you have 90 teammates in camp. Now you got 180 teammates. We're just working against each other, okay? They're in a different jersey, a different helmet. We're not here to fight. We're here to get better as an individual and a team, and hopefully we'll all treat it that way.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Vic Fangio, love his pressers. I absolutely love his pressers. There's nobody more realer on the mic. And I love it. He literally started it by saying, how do you know AJ Brown's going to play? Who's saying it? Who said AJ Brown's going to play? The first AJ Brown question he got. Now, granted, the second one, he said how good of a receiver he is with his, big catch radius, strong hands, blah, 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 blah. But Vic, that's Vic's way of taking his respectful shot. Who's to say he's going to play? But he was real serious and raw and truthful about the two players who never played, Joshua Weru and Uar Bernard. He's like, treat them like they are exchange students. They got a long way to go. I know it's a nice story, but they got a long way to go to play football for my football team. He said, Ty Robinson, I'm glad he came to life because the man was on life support. And Keely Ringo, he said these 2 days are important for him. He's like, he's everybody's punching bag. Now, shout out to Ringo for getting that pick against the Ravens. Is one of our 2 turnovers. But I love a Vic Fangio presser. He also said that Jahad Campbell didn't just get snaps because he got snaps because he needs reps. And although I liked what I saw from Jahad Campbell with his, 4 or 5 tackles I thought he had, Fangio literally said he played 1 or 2 plays wrong, and he needs to get reps. There's so much untapped potential there, but he needs reps. Zach Bond said when Zach Berman said when asked about whether there's concern about Jonathan Grenard missing the start of the season, Fangio said yes. So look, that's one thing Fangio's going to keep it 100 about too. Like the Eagles were saying, don't worry, Jonathan Grenard will be back ASAP Rocky. He'll be back. Fangio has said multiple times that it could be a while before he's back. Now he's straight up saying that there's a chance he could miss the start of the season. That is not a good sign. Absolutely not a good sign. Here we go. More. Yeah, so they're just quote tweeting what Fangio said. Dave Zangaro said, is Vic Fangio worried about Jonathan Grenard to start the season? Yeah. So you got that. But I love me a Vic Fangio presser. We're going to break it down more throughout the week. But remember, there's 2 days of joint practice. Practice starts in 9 minutes. There's 2 days of it. We got it today, and we also have it on Thursday. So joint practice Wednesday, joint practice Thursday, and and then the preseason game on Saturday. Razor said the Vanilla Gorilla finally waking up. I have high hopes for him from seeing him in college. I love this college film too out of Nebraska. But we're going to see how he does. It would be nice for the D-line rotation, everybody to eat versus the Patriots starters and backups as well. Milton Williams coming out. Giving a nice little hug to Big Dom. Respect. But before we continue, and like I said, joint practice starts in less than 8 minutes. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, Prize Picks, which is America's #1 sports picks app. And it's so simple. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineups. That's it. However, maybe you rather pick the team that wins instead of player stats, which is now on Prize Picks. Spreads, totals, pick'ems, whether it's a game or a fight. And best of all, Prize Picks got a new user offer that is really going to benefit you. Now, just play $5 and get $150 in lineups. If you win, you got to use code HMA when signing up to once again play $5. If you win, you'll get $150 in lineups. Sheesh. There we have it. Milton Williams saying what up to Big Dom in the building. Big Dom going to make sure none of these fights break out today. I like what Fangio said, but again, I do got some bad blood with the Patriots right now. But again, I think that's more of a fan base to fan base, and rightfully so. Flam Man in the building said, hit the like, guys. Go Birds. Listen, we got 600 people in the building. Please do me this favor and hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't never subscribed, and turn on the notification bell. If you got the notification bell hit, it's like getting a text message when I go live, upload a long form video, or drop a YouTube short. But right now, by just hitting the like button, it shows a lot of support to the channel, and it pushes it out to other NFL fans, but more importantly, other Eagle fans. Maybe we get an Eagle fan that's there to pick up this channel and drop some content for us, because there's going to be a lot. And the Patriots allow recording, so I'm very interested about that. And of course, they're going to make sure they get A.J. Brown coming out, chatting it up with Big Dom. Oh, Big Dom guarding him a little bit. What's going on here? Keely Ringo in the view as A.J. Brown comes out. Of course, the Philly media is going to try to really pump up the A.J. Brown versus the Eagles. It's really the Patriots versus the Eagles. Yes, the love loss is not what I thought it would be if A.J. ever left the Eagles, due to the way he did leave the Eagles. But it is what it is. Can't cry over spilled milk. Philly Grown said, who was Vic referencing to on life support? Audio was low. Ty Robinson. They asked about Ty Robinson, the second-year player out of Nebraska, and he literally said that he came to life a little bit. He said he came to life the 2 days prior to the Eagles-Ravens preseason game at practice, and then he really came to life during the preseason game, getting a sack on his first 2 possessions on defense, first 2 trips out there on defense. Vanilla Gorilla, Ty Robinson with a sack. So again, our guy Fangio don't sugarcoat. He literally said he came to life a little bit last 2 days of camp and in the preseason game, which is good because the man was on life support. He said that Keely Ringo has been everybody's punching pinata. He said Jahad Campbell messed up 2 plays in his small sample size out there. Listen, when you do good, he's going to tell you. But if you do bad, he's going to tell you too. This is why he gets the most out of his unit. Mega Surge 11. What it do, my Go Birds? We can always celebrate a Go Birds. We got Dr. Jen talking about Clay Aiken. Sheesh. What are we doing? Let me say, lock him up, Q. Got to get it done. Got to get it done. Lock him up. Throw away the keys. Lock him up. Throw away the keys. Shout out to Cowboys Fan Talk. He said AI fake hit is crazy. I just searched. It was on Google. I don't know how to use that. It was a play. Somebody made this and posted it on Google. So I said, hey, let's get it. It's a tackle. Relax. Philly Mike don't want no injuries to come. It was I can't spell today. We gonna see. We gonna see who wins. Simple and plain. We gonna see who wins. No hiding now. We here. Makai Lemon, of course, will not practice. Still out with that hamstring. And as much as I want to see him out there, especially versus another team, remember what happened to the Saints wide receiver, Jordan Tyson. They brought him back early from a hamstring, and now he's out for 2 months. So as much as I want to see Makai Lemon, it is the right thing. It is the right thing. Shout out to the Cowboy fans tuning in, though. Here we go. Vic Fangio called Joshua Wurar and Uwar Bernard the exchange students and still isn't interested in taking many questions on them. He likes the linebacker depth, thinks Keely Ringo is coming on, and this is a big week for him because he hears that everybody's saying he's the punching bag. Said Ty Robinson is showing some life after he was on life support. Love the way Zach Berman just broke it all down, all the highlights. Speaking of Makai Lemon, Hollywood Brown's out there. He got to show us something. Hollywood's Brown has been the intended receiver on 3 interceptions in training camp. That got to stop. That's got to stop. Angel Torres said, Mike, what's up with Max Crosby? What do you think about that move? We need him. Talk to me, Mike. I mean, I'll never say no to improving the defensive line room at all. But I do think when we have Jonathan Grenard, Jalix Hunt, Nolan Smith, Arnold Ebakaidi, and AJ Epinesa, we are cool. But we need Grenard to solidify that room. Grenard might take longer than we expect, but Max Crosby ain't we just got to trade a 3rd-round pick to go get him. You trade for Max Crosby, you're giving up a chunk of change. A chunk of change. And, of course, John Clark got A.J. Brown coming onto the field as well. Eagle fans watching. Eagle players watching as well. And look, every beat writer, no pleasantries as AJ Brown passes by his old teammates. Yeah. I mean, AJ could adapt these guys up, right? To be honest. So it's definitely looking 50-50 with the no love loss. I'm not here to argue who's more mad at each other. Do the Eagle players hate him or does he hate the Eagle players? But he ain't dapped nobody up. He walked by all them boys, even Q. Look at Q right there. Q getting some work. AJ didn't turn his head or nothing. He said, keep my face straight. He said, I'm going to keep looking straight. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. You got to have a little fun with it at this point, especially with how many posts is happening with it. Especially with all the posts, every beat writer got their version of him coming out. Dun dun. Here we go. The stretch. Again, both practices will be in New England. The game, I believe, is in New England too, if I'm not mistaken. He said something to the last guy. Okay, maybe, yeah, I gotta have a little fun with it. You know what I mean? We all grown men here. Guy can't be too nice. You know what I mean? It's still Eagles and Patriots. I hear y'all in the chat. AJ, enough already. Focus on the Eagles getting their act together. You're right. Let's focus on that. But again, every time I click, a beat writer got him on screen. He's not supposed to dab the other team up. Members up. He ain't supposed to. You ain't lying. I gotta have a little fun with it. I'm not even saying that, but my man kept a straight face. Follow the yellow brick road type shit. Don't look to the left. You know what I'm saying? But we all right. Which King said, is Smitty going to practice? No official update on him yet, but him being limited the day before they flew to Boston makes me think he's going to practice. Makes me think he's going to practice. We're going to see. As soon as this stretching is done, the beat reporters will have the practice update report, all the injuries and whatnot. Now, mind you, when we practice, defense wears white, offense wears green. We will be rocking the white jerseys. All 90 Eagle players will be wearing the white jerseys, minus Jalen Hurts in the red quarterback jersey, as the Patriots are wearing their dark jerseys. Let's see what we got. There it is. Devontae Smith is in uniform with his teammates before joint practice. Mekhi Lemon is not. They have missed the last 2.5 weeks with a hamstring injury. So it's pretty much saying that there's a chance Smitty practices. I don't think it's that he practices like full, but there's a big difference between their hamstring levels, as Mekhi Lemon has no pads on and Smitty's at least going through the motions with the pads on as if he's playing. For those just tuning in, there is no Christian Gonzalez. He is out for the Patriots. And that is a matchup I wanted to see because it was a beautiful matchup a couple years ago when we played the Patriots in joint practice. Smitty versus Gonzo, that was great. And I wanted to see that work today. But now we're going to have to see Smitty go against someone else if indeed he suits up. If indeed he suits up. Just to reiterate for people who are getting in here, Vic Fangio, when asked about joint practices, he put them on a pedestal. Fangio said he wishes the Eagles had more joint practices this summer. He likes them, expects to see the ones get considerable work today. This is what you don't see versus another team in the preseason. In the preseason, the ones get zero work, especially when you're a cautious team like the Eagles. But in joint practice, you're going to see the ones get considerable work. And you got a team like the Cowboys who's going on, who had 3 joint practices. They had it with the Rams, the Saints, and they got one more scheduled with somebody else, I believe. Don't quote me on that, though. I know they had 2 already, though. The Eagles usually have 2, but I guess we're only going to have 1 this year. I don't know. Sleepy. Hopefully this practice wakes us up. Here we go. Another story covering the one and only. Let's just leave this up for a little bit and chop it up until another thing comes. Mike, are we live for tomorrow's practice too? Just wondering. Yeah, why not? We're going to do both of them. Barbecue chicken for Smitty. He was the other day. He was a couple years ago, but we're not going to act like Gonzalez ain't a great corner. Just Smitty, one of them ones too. A route runner for sure. Lemmy said, I can't wait to see more Lemon tape out there. He needs the reps, but definitely prioritize that health. Yeah. I mean, it happened to us right in front of us. We literally got the update 2 days ago that Jordan Tyson, who was out with a hamstring, came back, heard it, and now is facing a 2-month absence. 2-month absent from today would be October 18th. That would be a total of like 5 games missed. 5 games missed. I want to see some Lemon, but not over his health. Romulus said these dudes going to be rusty when the season starts. Hey, I hear you, but I'd rather see rustiness than not my guy out there. Being rusty, that can change in a quarter, in a half, in a game, in 2 games. But not being out there, you can't get you're not out there. So I would take rustiness over not being ready, not being out there. Raymond said, what's your realistic record prediction for our Birds, Mike? I got the floor at 12. Our floor should be a 12-win season. This is still a championship caliber team. But if I got 12 or 13 wins. And we win in the East. Sham said, what I missed so far, I want to see AJ get clamped. Practice is about to start. They're just warming up. They all touched the field at 10:15. We're going to see what happens. Blessed by God said, hit the like button, please, and thank you. Easy way to support the channel. She ain't lying. It's the easiest way to show some love to the channel and bring in some new Eagle fans or NFL fans by just hitting the like button. We got 700 people in here. Let's see how many likes we got. And I picked the wrong one. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 250 on the like button. That's decent, but I know y'all can do better, especially because we got so many people in here. If half of y'all just hit it, we will be at least to 350. That's half. If just half of y'all hit it, we will be there. Shout out to him. Okay, Milton Williams chopping it up with Nick Sirianni. We need Moro Ajomo to have that Milton Williams type year. That's what we need. Mike Garofalo quote tweeting what Dave Zangaro said about Fangio on Grenard. The Eagles initially hoped Jonathan Grenard's pec injury wouldn't be a long-term concern. Vic Fangio is now worried about week 1, which is just over 3 weeks away. So again, the Eagles always try to put out the fire, but now we're hearing that Fangio thinks that Grenard got a ways to go. It might not even be out there for week 1. Mike Garofalo was just on Twitter a couple weeks ago saying the Eagles believe Jonathan Grenard's injury won't be long-term. Now he heard from the great Vic Fangio, probably texted him or called somebody in the organization, got the confirmation that what we thought was supposed to be a small injury is now possibly facing him to be out week 1. Dang, dang, dang. Here we go. Some Eagles offensive line medicine ball work. But hold on, let's just see what we missed. So again, we got Nick Sirianni talking with Milton Williams. Tank Bigsby. He's back at practice. This is good to see because if it's going to be a physical practice, we might as well be running Tank Bigsby and Saquon Barkley. You want physicality? You bring out the dogs. Bring out the dogs. Bigsby's back. Jalen Hurts is over there working. Look. There's Jalen Hurts. Looks like Lane Johnson right in front of us too. Some medicine ball work. Markel Bell and who? That Drew Kendall? Markel Bell is so big. That man's huge. Joe said, thank you, Milton, for your success here. Josh, what's going on, Brody? He said the same thing about Dean. Who said that about Dean? If Fangio was hard on Dean, it was for the right reasons. And it propelled him to be a great player for us the last 2 years. So if he's hard on Jahad Campbell or Ty Robinson or any of these boys, I'm with it. And if you're talking about the injury, I got to believe, pause, shout out to y'all. I got to believe Fangio over the Eagles social media team and whatnot, simply because Fangio wouldn't lie to us. He keep it 100. You right. Fangio said Dean wouldn't be ready, and he wasn't ready for a long time. So I don't think it's stacked bad, but big pause. I co-sign. Let's see. He is, let's put this, he a grown man. Let's just say that about Markel Bell. 6'9", but the way he gets off the line of scrimmage just I mean, my God, y'all. He's a big football player. How about that? Yeah, Lordy. I hate y'all and I love y'all at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship we got going on. Nah, I'm just kidding. Y'all the real MVP. Jalen Hurts and Tanner McKee doing some handoff drills. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Tanner McKee and Jalen Hurts doing some handoff drills. The little 360 handoff they got going on there. Oh, your point is Dean came back earlier than expected? Yeah. But Fangio has really stayed on that same point. Like when Jonathan Grenard first got hurt and they asked him about it, they worded it in the sense that we know Jonathan Grenard's hurt, but the Eagles think he'll be back during training camp. And Fangio said, I don't know about that. Now we're 3 weeks away and he's still saying, I don't know about that. We'll see. All I want to know is when he comes back, is he good? You know, we don't need to push anybody to come back too early and get hurt. But I respect it. We're going to see. And that's why we got a multitude of pass rushers. Yes, Jonathan Grenard is the top dog of that group, but Jalix Hunt, Nolan Smith, Arnold Ebiketie, AJ Ebenesa, I like that group. Mike, if you go to the Patriots website, they have the practice live. Nah, for real? Seriously? Hold up. Seriously? Like the Patriots official website, like www.patriots.com, like Let me know exactly what I got to go to. NewEnglandPatriots.com type stuff. But see, they're going to just show it in Patriots way. Let's see. Oh, they do. They do have it live. But again, they're just showing it the Patriots side only. Let me see. I might have to just keep it up and ready for us. But like I said, what? Oh, okay, here we are. Live at Gillette Stadium, it says. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't want tickets. What's going on? All right, hold on 1 second, y'all. Right now they're still just showing the group of Patriots in a huddle. We don't want to see the Patriots per se, just the Patriots. But when they get on the field with the Eagles, if they show that, then we're going to pull it up for sure. Jeff Lurie out there at Eagles Patriots practice. The owner of the team. Yeah, so far all they're showing is Patriot side. Of course. Did somebody check the Eagles official website, see if they have it too? Did somebody check if the Eagles have it too? And now they're showing their broadcast. So we're gonna keep it up. And if as soon as we actually see the teams combined it, then I'll go on it. But I'm gonna mute what they say. We're not gonna watch it through Patriots glasses. You heard? 3 or the Arcane said that Grenard injury was such a setback. It was. It definitely was not. It ain't ideal, but this is football, and this is why you build a team of 53 players. That's why there's a 53-man roster. There's only 11 starters on offense, 11 starters on defense. You have your special teams. I get that. But 53 players because you got to build the roster that lasts. And again, I'm going to just say it this way. It is not ideal that he's injured. However, if you need an injury to happen on a guy, you rather it be earlier in the season than later in the season. And again, nothing I'm saying is ideal, but this is football. It's a grown man sport and injuries happen. Shoot, we won our first Super Bowl with our left tackle being injured and our quarterback being injured. MVP second vote, quarterback, and all-pro type left tackle, Peters. So you need to be deep. Yeah, right now the Patriots side is just showing the Pats. I'll show you what it looks like if you want to see. But I'm not cool with just watching them practice. I want to see all of us. Again, if and when the players actually line up against each other, then they can't just favor the what's it called. Okay, Smitty out there running routes on air. Jalen Hurts to Smitty right there. Bang, bang. Something light. I'll take it though. He's practicing. Devontae Smith is practicing. Wait, Smitty2X is streaming it on Twitter or on YouTube? Romulus said we got depth everywhere. That's facts. How do you feel about Uar Bernard in the preseason game? I mean, he got misdirection a couple times, which you can expect for his first ever football game, let alone NFL game. However, I liked it. He showed that he's definitely got the NFL strength. He got the 1-2. And again, it's game one. He got a long way to go, but I liked it. Corey said, where's Lemon? He is sidelined due to a hamstring injury. And I know the first thing we're going to say is, oh, he's still hurt. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to say it one more time. Jordan Tyson, the first-round pick, wide receiver for the Saints, had a hamstring injury, came back early, and now he re-injured it, and he'll be out for 2 months of football. So we don't want to see that at all. Shout out to Rive Vibin with the $2 super chat. Didn't say nothing, but appreciate the support, my guy. And again, we are doing a jersey giveaway on September 30th, and you will get 2, now 4 entries into it. Back-to-back $2 super chats for Rye. He said, Quinyon better be on AJ all day. I need to see it. Now they're showing the Eagles in it. So let's flip over a little bit. Let's flip over a little bit. Where'd I go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. 1 second, y'all. Share screen, share screen. Dun, dun. We got to zoom in. Here we go. It's showing both sides now. As long as they keep it like this, we watching it. If they not keeping it like this, we not watching it. You heard? I need to see both. And again, when they go against each other in 11-on-11s, then it doesn't matter. Put the camera on the Patriots. We going to see the same plays from the same plays from the same plays. Look at this fake number 26 for the Patriots. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go. Now they got the whole thing on us. Jalen Hurts with the helmet cam on. Smitty right behind them. Oh, boo, they went back to the Patriots. Come on, get back to us. Am I behind or ahead? What's going on? Why is my phone showing different than the screen? Hold up. Yeah, I'm a little behind, but I'm just gonna leave it. Lemon is injury prone. I mean, he didn't have injury problems in college, but again, health is wealth. Look at Tank Bigsby out there rocking a new number 8. I like 8 on the running back. Mamba mentality. He definitely runs with some Mamba mentality. Let's see what transpires today at joint practice. Fred Johnson over there. Lane Johnson. The Johnson brothers. Right? He's had an injury. What player hasn't? The jersey giveaway is any jersey you want. We just pick a random one. We'll be doing free entries into the jersey giveaway throughout the week in videos. So if you catch the video that says comment this, you'll get entered into the jersey giveaway. But we also do stuff for the super chats as well. Whether it's today, I don't have the graphic up today because that's on my thing for the live play-by-plays. But anyways, listen, I understand the skepticism about Lemon with his injuries and blah, 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 blah. But what? AJ Brown one-on-one touchdown reaction. What? AJ Brown one-on-one touchdown reaction. Where's that? Who'd he go against? I don't see. Hold up. That don't even look like he went. So it looks like Makai Lemon is upgraded to limited, to be honest. Hold up. So we just got the practice report out while we were watching this. Okay, so they didn't show it. They're not showing it right now. Patriots unfiltered, joint practice with the Eagles. Well, you're not showing the play because someone just said on Twitter, one-on-one, A.J. Brown initially makes the grab against Quinyon Mitchell, but couldn't complete the catch. Brown dropped it, or Q broke it up. Loud cheers from Eagle fans. But the practice report was Jake Bennett not practicing, Grant Calcaterra no practice, Jonathan Jones, John Okua, Damian Pierce, Sean Wade, Wilson, Byron Young, all not practicing, but Makai Lemon and Devontae Smith are limited. So both Smitty and Makai are limited. However, look at Drake May fumbling. Okay, let's go. Reek Woolen with the lock you up, throw away the keys. But the first A.J. Brown pass was incomplete. Okay, Ringo got cooked. Of course, I'm just kidding. Gregory said with a $10 super chat, you are the only one I listen to. Go Birds. I appreciate the love. May dropping back, pump fakes, going deep, and it's going to be a wide open 3. What the hell just happened? Oh, no, we got lost in the sauce on that one. Here we go, one-on-ones. May looking, firing, and it's going to be incomplete. Broken up by 36. That's Thomas. He's been putting in some work. I believe it's Thomas. Looks like Mac McWilliams, the rookie, or the second-year man, he tried to punch it out but couldn't get it done. Once again, shout out to Gregory for the super chat. Appreciate the love. May dropping back again on one-on-ones. Little lob over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't get it to the intended target, but good coverage by the Eagles. So far, Reek Woolen and Q both got good pass breakups on starters. May dropping back again, looking, firing, and it's going to be caught. A little slant route. Don't know exactly who was on coverage. Let's come on, cameraman. You got to be better. Deep ball, and it's out of the stretch hands of the tight end, it looks like. Good coverage on the hip from the Eagles. They're just showing a couple different things. May still throwing them deep balls. He got him beat. Can he got the catch-up speed? No. Again, one-on-ones is different. Like, football is never going to really be one-on-one except for if you're out there on an island. But there's only certain players that we would ever put one-on-one. There goes Ringo again. There's only certain players that we would even allow to be one-on-one, right? Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, maybe Reek Woolen. Drake May firing it. And can't see what this thing blocking. Quinyon Mitchell's up next. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, he got burnt. The rookie safety, Cole Winooski, got burnt on the slant. I got to sneeze. Spin move, but doesn't matter. It's not from the Eagles. K6 said a receiver should win one-on-ones. Yeah, you got the whole field, right? At the end of the day, a corner's job is only to hold the receiver for a couple seconds, right? That's why the pass rush helps the corners. Drake May dropping back, firing it, and it's going to be caught. That's Cooper DeJean on the coverage. Did he get his feet in? The referee says yes. But again, as my guy just said, just said, it's supposed to be a win for the receiver. Ooh, a punch out at the end. I like that. 82 caught it, got his feet in, but the Eagle player still on the hip, punching it out. I don't like how their jerseys are tucked up. It's hard for me to see. May dropping back. And again, I agree. The receivers should win one-on-ones. You got the whole field. We don't know if you're running a go route, an in route, a comeback route. Like, that's why football's meant to play with 11 on 11. So anytime the Eagles get a defensive break up here, it's good. Here we go. Let's see the Eagles defense. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Who's that? Is that Ringo or Mac McWilliams? Shout out to my guy Gregory, though, said you don't only want to listen to Go Birds. Appreciate it. Let's see what's happening on Twitter, though, because if they're gonna keep showing us, thanks for watching. We not watching for y'all. Type. Let's see what's going on over here. But yeah. The very first pass, the one we didn't see, the one that wasn't posted, like whoever got the camera at the New England's practice didn't get back in time. But literally, even the big hater, Elliot Shore Park, said Quinion versus AJ Brown in the first 1v1 rep. Quinion knocked the ball away for an incompletion. So the very first one-on-one wide receiver versus corner was none other than AJ Brown and Quinion Mitchell. AJ and Quinion started it up. I guess they're going to whatever type of commercial break they got. Or they're done. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I guess they're not going to show anymore. We got to find another way to watch clips. Let's get up off this. Thanks for watching. Let's just leave it up. Not this way. We're going to go back to Twitter. This was the do not practice list. But look, man, all I'm going to say is this. They have it up. Brandon said, even though there's more Pat fans than Eagle fans, I feel like the cheers for the Eagles are louder than the Pat fans attempting to drown them out with booing. Hey, and Eagle fans know how to travel. So Devontae Smith participated in individual drills, but I don't like he'll participate in anything else. But let's go ahead and look at this. Quinion Mitchell, AJ Brown in 1v1 rep. Quinion knocked the ball away for an incomplete. I don't know why Thomas R. Peterson said Quinion 2, AJ 0, but it's gotta love it. Sucks that Smitty won't participate, though, in the actual team one. What we need is this. The fans in attendance are allowed to record, right? The fans in attendance are allowed to record. We need to see some post. We need Eagle Nation to post. We need to see these Eagle posts. So they did the one-on-one period, and now they're about to get busy with the, oh, here it is. Here it is. Dun, dun. AJ Brown versus Quinion Mitchell. The fans are into it. Look at this. Will you look at this? Let's get it. Quinion versus AJ. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Punch that shit out, Quinion. Hey, listen, all I'm going to say is this. You can't throw a better pass. So this is me hyping up Drake May a little bit. The pass was there. Actually, Drake May put it where AJ should have been able to grab it. Quinion just is a technician. Look at him. Drake May put it on the opposite shoulder of Quinion, bro. Nah, he punched it out. Quinion definitely put his hand in there. I love that right there. Look at this. On his hip. Ball thrown on the opposite shoulder. Quinion get his hand in there quick. Q versus AJ Brown. That was beautiful ball placement, man. Drake May put the ball on the shoulder that it needed to be on. If he puts it on the right shoulder, Quinion gets an easier PBU. He puts it on the left shoulder. And yeah, maybe AJ was dropping it a little bit before, but you can see the Q swipe. Swipe or no swiping. Okay, let's see. I don't know if they're playing music or nothing, but let's see if we can hear it one time loud. Eagle fans taking over that place, dog. I don't care what anybody says. Bro, punch out. Hold up. All right, we got to pause it real quick. Let me see. It's slipping out of AJ's hands, but Q definitely got the other hand coming across the body. I don't care. Yowzers. Cheers went away right away. So yeah, there's still definitely more Patriots there, and it should be. It's their home. Well, man, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Who posted it? Tim McManus. Okay, we got some stuff to look at. Is this the same one? It is from a different angle. That different angle says a lot different. Let me bookmark all these. Who we got here? We got an Eagle on offense now. Why record them vertical, man? Why does everybody record everything vertical? Let's see. Who we got? Oof. Darius Cooper with the route. Again, as we were getting beaten one-on-ones on defense sometimes, I said it and I'm going to say it again. The receivers should win. But that's nice. I like how he got him to go outside quickly. He was beat right here. Bang. Wrap. His body's turned to the right. His body's going to the left. Rapsy scapsy. I like it. Shout out to Darius Cooper. This is going to show that it was more of a drop. I would agree with y'all on this. It's a little dark, though. I mean, yeah, the swipe came late. But all I can say is, if he didn't drop it, then maybe the swipe would have really been the one to punch it out. Anyways, he didn't catch it on Quinion. That's all I know. Woo! Who's that? Oh, Witt. Oh, my Lord. Here's Tay Witt. Damn. Yo. Again, I told you, what's it called supposed to win? We understand that the receiver's supposed to win, but Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's a win and a half. Ooh, the 360. He did the hocus pocus and he turned himself about. Lord have mercy. Ain't no way. Again, wide receiver supposed to, but who's 22? Get this man off the field. My God. My God. That's 30. Hold up real quick. Let me bookmark this. That was super clean, man. And I got to say, wide receiver's supposed to win one-on-ones, but not like this. Yo, see, he did something similar to Darius Cooper, but his that stutter step was deadly. My goodness. I would just stop running. I just would have gave up. Look at this. One more time. It's going to be hard to pause it because how fast he stutter steps. Ba-ba. Boom. Ba. Yakes. Yo, he's in such a bad position. He just has to turn around. Hey, yo, shout out to Wicks. Look, when you combine, he didn't push off. He didn't touch him. Ain't no way. That is not a push off. Oh, Lordy. That's great. That's great stuff right there. Again, one-on-ones ain't going to make or break who wins the whole thing. This was bad, though. I don't know where Cooper DeJean went on this play. Cooper DeJean was supposed to be guarding him. Boom. You could see him in the corner. And then Douglas goes one way and Coop goes the other way. So I don't know where Coop went there. Coop, he was going back to the bus. Sheesh. Let's see what else we got. Let's see this one. Okay, Reek. We saw this live, but this is one-on-one with Reek Woolen. Yo, Reek is just so tall, though. But look, catch-up speed. 87 was beating him at first. 87 was beating him. Reek had that catch-up speed, though. One more time. Ooh, try to do a little stop and go. Yeah, get it out of here. That's a real pat down. Real bat down. Romeo Dobbs, Romeo double. It might have been. Willie Lampkin almost had a fight. Tag me in it. Tag me in it. If any of y'all are following me on Twitter and you see something I haven't got to yet, please tag me in it. A.J. Brown did catch a deep pass over the middle versus Reek Woolen. So A.J. Brown gets his little get back. Willie Lampkin and Pat's rookie defender Gabe Jacobs got into each other's face after a rep. The two were separated. There's your almost fight. There's your almost fight. Willie Lampkin not putting up with that. Here's the Dontavian Wicks play again. Let's see. It's a little closer. Let's see if he pushed off. I don't see no push off here. Nah, that swipe is way after. No push off. Look, no push off. Now he's going to swipe his hand. Swipe. Nah, that's just crazy route tree. And the only reason I keep spamming it because my man spun around. Like we said, to the real people who know football, the wide receiver is supposed to win this drill. The field is huge, and you can go wherever you want. There's no pass rush to make the quarterback get the ball out of his hand quick, blah, blah, blah. But, man, they do the hocus pocus. They said A.J. Brown has some extra pep in his step. Well, not against Quinion. So that's all the plays they got out so far. We see the Reek Woolen play, the Darius Cooper play, the Cooper DeJean play, the Dontavian Wicks play, and the AJ versus Quinion play. That's all they got out so far. So while they wait, might as well just put this on the screen. Let's talk a little bit before we get any more updates. Woolen used to be a wide receiver. That's facts. That helps his ball skills for sure. 22 must be the Ringo. Q locking down AJ is a beautiful sight. AJ did get a catch on Woolen, though, later on. We don't have the video of that, but AJ did get a catch on Woolen. So he got his little get back. Quentin said it doesn't matter if he swiped or pushed. He can do that with those 5 yards. I'd rather be aggressive off the line than pity pat your feet with a defender in your face. You ain't lying. And you're allowed to push off. You can manhandle that. That's why a lot of corners don't press, especially if you're a big receiver like AJ, right? You don't want to press man them because they can literally just throw you to the side within 5 yards. But even still, the reason I kept defending it is because he didn't touch him. He just hit, they were some quick ass feet. AJ about to pull out a book. He did get his get back versus Reek Woolen. Okay, Pope said he got a catch on number 41. It wasn't Woolen. Okay, so that must be the beat writers are going crazy because Reek Woolen is number 2. Pope Platinum Beat said that the AJ Brown catch he did get was against number 41. Who's number 41? Yeah, because according to all these beat writers, they're saying that it went against Reek. Pope, can you Pope Platinum Beats, do you follow me on Twitter? Can you tag me into wherever she shows you that 41 got beat and not what's his name? Not Reek. 41 is Bennett. It is Bennett. But someone show me where you see that. G-Lo said AJ looked slow on that. I mean, I don't know, because he did beat Quinion Mitchell off the line of scrimmage. Like, he did get some space, and I ain't gonna lie, Drake May threw a beautiful ball. Like, look, he's beating him for a little bit. Look. Yeah, he looked slow off the line, but look. I don't know. Avatar Apex said 41 is Tariq Castro Fields. Okay. Bennett said, I got the clip. Yeah, tag me in it. Tag me in it on Twitter. I want to see, because they definitely said that AJ Brown beat Reek Woolen on a rep. This is Q versus AJ Brown, but the next rep they said it was against Reek Woolen, but Pope Platinum Beat said it was 41, which is Tyreek Castro. It is Tyreek Castro Fields. Bennett is 23. They're glazing the Patriots on Twitter. Well, let me go see if we can see that clip from Pope Platinum Beats. Hey, Pope, I'm waiting for you to tag me in it, my guy. Jalen Hurts intercepted in 7-on-7, was throwing it on a short pass to Covey, but the Patriots DB jumped it and picked it off. Would have been a pick 6 in the game. Oh, that's what happens when you throw the ball to Covey, I guess. Is this it? No, this is. That's all. Hold on. Yeah. This is old. This is on August 13th, 2024. See, this has been going around for a while. That's not even Drake May throwing the ball. That's Mac Jones throwing the ball. And 41 is Tariq Castro Fields, and 1 is A.J. Brown. But this is, maybe it is Drake, but it's Jay Polk. Bro, August 13th, 2024. The NFL just reposted this for no reason. The shit was in 2024 when we played him last time. Ain't get him. Nah, got me for a second. I'm like, that's too little to be A.J. Brown. I'm like, that's too little to be A.J. Brown. Admin getting fired. They try to play, yo. They try to fake an A.J. Brown tub real quick. Hey, yo, Shad, it's all good, Raymond. Yo, they try to fake an A.J. Brown tub real quick. Yo, look. All right, this is it. Is it? No, this is the fake one. Yeah, look. A.J. Brown is already owning the Eagles in joint practice. Look, that's how desperate New England Patriot fans are. Whoever this guy is. He's a Patriot fan. Look, he got 8,900 followers, but he's what you call a troll. He posted this clip because when it's so quick, you're like, oh shit, number 1 is A.J. Brown. And the Eagles do got a player who's 41. Look. And they don't have their jersey. They don't have their name on the back of their practice jersey. That is a little ass A.J. Brown. Then you go to the actual post of it, and it says Drake May and Jalen Polk. And the date is August 13, 2024. That is crazy. They literally trying. That's funny. That's funny. They tried to drop some 2024 video on some, look, it's number 1. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's A.J. Polk. It's a bird. It's a plane. He's where? It's J Polk. What up? It's J Polk. AJ on that Slim Fast diet right there. They show footage from 2024, dog. It's all good, Raymond. It's understandable to be fooled if you just quickly watch it one time, but that's just shows how desperate. Bro, the practice is going on. Practice is going on. Like, there's a chance that the Patriots do some good stuff in practice. Patriot fans want to win so bad, they are willing to do the most ridiculous shit to win. Derek Morris said, can't be Bennett. Bennett is hurt. You're right. Jacorian Bennett is hurt, but Tariq Castro Fields is 41. And it's not even a real clip. Yo, I'm over here crying, dog. That shit crazy. It's a clip from 2024. A.J. Brown looks small. Their season is over. Get these boys up out of here. They literally got to fake a clip from 2024? That's ugly. Thomas R. Peterson, Eagles reportedly running the ball really well. Very significant development against a stout Patriots defense. Yeah, but the Patriots got defense good somewhere. It's up front. And for us to be running the ball on them is pretty good to me. Sound good to me. That's crazy. Shout out to everybody who tagged us in it. Oh, no. Dontavian Wicks went down after a play. Shout out to Joe Eagle. Let me make sure I'm following Joe. I am following. Yeah. Make sure I'm following Joe Eagle. Elliot Shore Park said that Dontavian Wicks went down. Prayers in the chat. Everybody drop that prayer emoji in the chat. Mike AJ pushed off Q on that incomplete. That's why he dropped the pass. You might be right. We need to, for the next 30 seconds, you're allowed to spam the prayer emoji for Dontavian Wicks, who went down after a play and the trainers are looking at him. Bro, we don't got Smitty. We don't got Lemon. We cannot lose Wicks. What the is going on? Shout out to everybody who tagged us in it, but that is crazy. That is not real life. That is crazy. That's funny. I mean, it is what it is. That's crazy, though. Wicks going down. I need to see a report ASAP Rocky saying he got up and walked off to the side. I need to see that he walked off to the side on his own. Bro, how we get on the phone? That's just crazy, though. And the crazy thing is, we have 911 people in the chat. Now it just jumped to 913, but 911, 911. Somebody save our receivers. God dang. Rimo said he walked off. Thank the Lord. See, them prayers go a long way. Wicks back for team drills. The prayers go a long way. Listen, we got 900 people in here. Can we get to 500 likes? Can we please get to 500 likes? It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing, and it's greatly appreciated. Can we get to 500 likes real quick? We up to 468 likes. If half of the people in here hit the like button, we can get to 500. Also, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. We do live streams. We do videos. We do shorts. And if you want to catch the live streams or the videos when they pop out, turn on the notification bell. So like, subscribe, notification. I appreciate it. Looks like Wicks is going to be fine according to y'all in the chat. I want to see it from a beat writer, though. I want to see it from the beat writers. I have a clean sweep Eagles starting offensive line plus the two top backups, Kendall/Bell versus Pats D-line 1-on-1. All wins, dominant. The other backups less impressive. Lampkin went 2-1 though. Sheesh. So according to Jimmy Kemsky, the Eagles starting offensive line and their top two backups, Kendall and Bell, beat up a clean sweep on the Patriots defensive lines 1-on-1. So Lane versus one of their guys, Jurgens versus one of their guys, Bell, Kendall, Steen, Dickerson, all versus their 1-on-1s. Clean sweep according to Jimmy Kemsky. And he not someone I would think that would just lie about some shit like that. You're oh my God. Demario Douglas gets that was dirty too. All right, that's crazy. Come on, Coop. Come on, Coop. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Coop. Shout out to I'll see who tagged me in that in a second. K reports Wicks back in team drills. Okay, I'm definitely gonna pull that up. Definitely gonna pull that up. But this was the Demario Douglas. I don't know, man. Cooper thought he read that. He went the wrong way. Sheesh. I got to give credit where credit's due. That was a dirty route. Shout out to Gonzalez for that clip. Yeah, so this is the Romeo Dobbs versus Reek Woolen. Reek got a pass breakup on that one. Shout out to Eric B. But supposedly AJ beat Reek on 1-2. I have yet to see that. But let's go ahead and find some stuff. Look at this. This is what you don't want to see. Chargers center Tyler Biadasz is out indefinitely after suffering damage to his ACL and additional injuries to his knee Tuesday's joint practice. Bro, to lose a player in joint practice or any non-real football game is crazy. Why can't I thought I was following that guy too. K. Let me see real quick. Kubena. Kubena. So Brooks K is the one who said it, and I just want to read it for everybody. There we go. So he first said Dontavian Wicks came off the field in 7-on-7s, and he's now being checked on by a trainer. But Brooks K, who is live at practice, said Wicks is back in for team drills. Great news. Now, we did see a touchdown or something. Let's see. Brandon Lee Gowan said Jalen Hunt sack Drake May and then gets very quick pressure, beat Will Campbell like a drum on a back-to-back reps. Hold up. Let me reread that because that was ugly how I read it. Jalen Hunt sacks Drake May and then gets very quick pressure, beating Will Campbell like a drum on back-to-back reps. So the sack versus Will Campbell on Drake May happened first, and then the very next play, quick pressure makes Drake May flush out the pocket. Will Campbell cannot hold Jalen Hunt, which is good because we just heard the news about Jonathan Grenard. Elias Shortpark said Hurts with a beautiful deep ball to Elijah Moore. Moore brings it in and throws the ball up in the air to celebrate the long game. Okay. Same thing. But look how sometimes they're different. Jalen Hurts just threw a great deep ball versus the Pats that was caught by Elijah Moore, and Elijah Moore punted the ball onto another field. See? Did he throw it up in celebration, or did he punt the ball in celebration? Little details like that. Here they go. Now they got NFL rumors tweeting it up. See, everybody's going to grab that clip and run with it. Elias Shortpark said McKee with a nice deep pass to Elijah Stowers. Best play at camp for Stowers. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. We need to hear some Eli. I call him Elijah because my son's name was Elijah. But we need to hear some Eli Stowers progress reports going up. You heard? Oh, Will Campbell, you never learn your lesson. Jonathan Grenard is still hurt from the pec injury he suffered prior to training camp. Robocar said the NFL is desperate too. Yes, sharing the clip of A.J. Brown beating us when it's not really A.J. Brown. It's Jay Polk from 2024. But I digress. Q locking up the other guys down, locking everybody up. He even locked up A.J. Brown. For those who are just getting there, we already saw a couple clips, a couple real official tissue type clips. We going to pull them up, actually, while we wait for more news. Actually, let's see if we got some more updates. Mekhi Lemon and Devontae Smith, both listed as limited today. Lemon stretch and did individual drills. Careful what you believe with these joint practices. Jalen Hunt sacks and pressures while Pat thinks he's holding his own. So look at this. Look at the difference. Our beat reporter said Jalen Hunt gets a sack on Drake May and then gets a very quick pressure, beating Will Campbell like a drum. But you got, I guess, a Patriots beat reporter saying Will Campbell is holding his own here in 11-on-11. What? So somebody says he's holding his own after getting beat like a drum twice? I mean, sheesh. But let's look at these two for the people just coming in the building. This is Quinyon Mitchell one-on-one with A.J. Brown early. A.J. low-key drops it, but, Quinyon's right there on his hip trying to push it out. Beautiful rep. Regardless of how it happened, our guy came out on top on that play. Q, beautiful rep versus A.J. We're going to watch it one more time. Then I'll show you some of the other clips. But again, these are only one-on-ones. We haven't got no 7-on-7 clips. Hopefully somebody posts them when it's all said and done, because there's a lot of fans there. AJ definitely could have pushed off there. It did look like some contact right before the ball came. Now, if I'm going to keep it all the way 100, Drake May threw a very good ball. He put it on the opposite shoulder of Quinyon, but Quinyon was there on his hip and fought through the contact. I like it. We also got this play, which is crazy. And again, the wide receiver has the upper hand in all one-on-one drills, especially a slant in the middle. But the way he turns him around is crazy to me. Again, getting beat in the middle is one thing, but 22 did the hokey pokey. Literally did the hokey pokey. Look at this. That is some fast feet. And again, we saw all the clips of Wicks at the Packers, on the Packers, rounding people up. The man can run some routes. Now he's learning now he's being pretty decent at contested catches with the Eagles so far. But this route, oh my. Listen, even if he had help in the middle, that ball was coming out hot to Wicks. That's crazy. Now, I will say that Demario Douglas did route up Cooper DeJean. That is Wicks right there, making number 22 do the hokey pokey. That's Wicks for sure. Air V and B. So there are the two best clips we got in terms of the Eagles putting in work. We got Quinyon locking up AJ Brown. Oh, wait. Okay. Shout out to Nicholas V. Nicholas V, I guess, is there. See? Or he's sharing Casey Baker's. So this is actual play. I wish it was taken vertically. Let's see if we can zoom in a little. Not really like that. Let me see it. Hold on. Again, if you see any clips on the internet, tag me in them and we'll put them up. Can we play like this? No, can't zoom in that much. All right, let's just see what it is. Oh, so that is the AJ Brown catch on Reek Woolen. And it's more important because it's in 7-on-7. I'm gonna be able to zoom in on this once I edit it. Hold on, let's get back to it. I want to save that as well. So this is, you can see AJ Brown coming across the screen on like on a drag or a dig. Ball's thrown. It looks like Reek Woolen jumps for it. Yeah, Reek Woolen is jumping right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. If you can see my mouse, I'm circling. It's so hard to see because how far away the person recording it is. But Reek attempted it, misses it. AJ gets it and is able to walk. Well, he didn't walk in for a touchdown. Look at that grown man saying head top. Grown man. Lordy. Again, once I'm done streaming, I am going to scavenge the internet for anybody who has these clips of 7-on-7, 11-on-11. Because again, if you're there, you're allowed to record. I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I can zoom to the moon. I would have been able to zoom all the way in there if only I was there. I love how Q just turns and goes back to the line of scrimmage. No celebration, just another day on the job, beating the opponent's best wide receiver. Q putting in that work. That's facts. That's facts. Let's see what else we got. Shout out to Nicholas for the AJ beating Reek video. Let's see what else we got. Great start for the Eagles, starting offense versus the Pats. 1 defense. A lot of holes for Saquon Barkley and the running backs to run through. Some wrinkles schematically we haven't seen. And then ground success set up the bomb from Jalen Hurts to Elijah Moore on a deep corner. Great pitch and catch. So that was the first offensive series for the Eagles versus the Patriots ones. A couple nice runs from Saquon Barkley. But the important part here was Jeff McClain stating that there's some wrinkles schematically we haven't seen, which got Barkley into open space. And then right from the ground game, the ground success, we dropped a bomb to Elijah Moore. Mind you, no Devontae Smith, no Mekhi Lemon in the actual 7-on-7 and 11-on-11s. I did see the DeJean clip. It did hurt my feelings too. I'll show y'all too. I ain't gonna just act like it never existed. EJ Smith is the one who shared it. He got routed up big time. This was a PBU from Reek Woolen. This is on Romeo Dobbs. This is Reek Woolen versus Romeo Dobbs. Reek gets the win here. Give me that. Pop. This was dirty, though. Oh, no. Coop. Lord have mercy, Coop. He said, I'm out. That was bad. Demario Douglas did route the out of Coop on that play. But that was a super long developing route, too. You got to think that. Hold up. Watch this. Hold up. Let's wait till the thing start over again. One, two, three, four. Ball's probably thrown now. There's not many times against an Eagles front 7 where you're going to have 4 total seconds. So that's also Coop saying he can't go back anymore. He already did his 1, 2, 3. He was able to do 1, 2, 3, 4 because there's no, again, the wide receiver is supposed to win. But again, whenever you get turned around like Wicks did the 22 and Coop did the and Douglas did the Coop. 4 seconds is a long time, though. See, 22 got turned around in 0.6 seconds. So it is what it is, but it's still something to talk about. I'm going to keep it 100 on here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just say the Eagles won every single rep, but if you go through all the tea leaves, the Eagles have been dominating at this camp, this first live camp. Willie Lampkin reportedly a big winner today. I like that. Updates with pass of the day from Jalen Hurts. This is the big catch across the middle. Look, I don't know why. Look, if I'm there and I'm a fan, I'm recording this. I mean, yeah, it's cool to just chill with your family and all that, but bro, I'm recording this and I'm posting it. There should be literally posts of every single play. I don't understand why not. There should be posts for every single play. Someone got to be there posting it. Like, what are we doing? I still like how it was started. Camp started though. Camp got to be over at this point, or the practice got to be over at this point. So we might chop it up a little bit. 1,000 people in the building. Please do me the favor by hitting the like. It's free. Bro said 0.6 seconds. Yeah, Wicks burnt them. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. See, like this in a real game, you're open. Look at this. However long it takes me to say bop bop, that's it. Bop bop. So I wasn't lying. Again, that in a real game, he got routed up, and the ball would have came hot to Wicks, who then would have had to deal with the linebacker. I understand that, but one more miss there, and it is what it is. Supposed to end at 12. Well, then why ain't nobody saying anything where everybody went radio silent? Everybody radio silent. Okay. So let's see what Jimmy Kempski just said 1 minute ago. Decisive win for the Eagles offense over the Patriots defense in the first set of 11 on 11. Huge holes in the run game, some big plays in the pass game. Pat's offense versus the Eagles defense a little more even, although A.J. Brown caught a crosser with Reek Woolen trailing. So I like that. He didn't sugarcoat and didn't say nothing about the catch over Reek Woolen, but he said it was a decisive win for the Eagles offense versus the Pats defense. Number one offense versus the number one defense. Decisive win from Jimmy Kempski to the Eagles. Pats offense versus the Pats defense, a little bit more even, although A.J. Brown did make a nice play on a crosser over Reek Woolen. Philly Fly with a $2 super chat said, we still love the Flower Girl. That's for damn sure. We definitely love the Flower Girl. Can't play it on this streaming service, but when we do the live play-by-plays, we play it. And again, Eagle Nation, all Eagle Nation that is watching, I will be live for the Eagles and Patriots preseason game. Honestly, every single Eagles game this season, I will be live for. We will do the whole game. I don't care if it goes to overtime. We are live 30 minutes before the game, during the game, and 30 minutes after the game. We do the play-by-play, break down everything. And we sip on some Crown and chop it up. So even if you're watching the game yourself, you're like, why would I want to watch it with you when I'm watching it myself? There's great Eagle fans in the chat. So while you're watching it by yourself, you could chop it up with the great Eagle fans in the chat. It's like Philly Mike is sitting on your couch. You can have the game on the TV, me on the phone. Game on the TV, me on the iPad. It's like we watch, and we do love the Flower Girl. That's how I know Philly Fly be in the live play-by-plays, because that's where we talk about the Flower Girl. Derek Moore with a $2 super chat. If the Gene's acting as a safety, maybe it's coverage. Yeah. But it was a one-on-one rep. It was a long one-on-one rep, which that means I give a little bit of the event. Like I understand why he got beat. It's like, God damn, how long is this route going to be? That shit ain't happening in real life. But he still turned on. Let me just clarify. The catch on number 41 by number 1 is not A.J. Brown. That is a video from 2024. Jay Polk is the receiver. But the video I just showed you on the crosser was against Reek Woolen. Philly Mike on TV, game on the phone. Okay, I respect however you do it, as long as you rocking. Unique is always with in the live play-by-plays. SUV Shotgun said all this don't matter. The only thing the media is going to talk about is the Jalen Hurts pick 6. They definitely going to hype that up. I'm actually shocked that it hasn't been talked about a lot already. It's been kind of everything. The media's been talking about it all. We beat y'all last season when Jimmy G was cooking. Y'all didn't beat the Eagles last season. I don't know what y'all talking about. I got this fuzz on my face. Should have posted a Smitty versus Gonzo video in return. Hey, yo, that's what we need to do. We need to post the Devontae Smith routing up Christian Gonzalez video and act like it happened today. Act like it happened today. You know what? We petty to petty. They want to be petty. We could be petty too. They literally posted a 2024 Jay Polk wearing number 1 for the Patriots versus somebody for the Eagles in 41 and act like it was today. So we need to post a Smitty versus Gonzo and say, yo, Smitty tore up Gonzo, although he didn't play. A Razor will be there. Be there. That Crown Apple's delish. True Prodigy said we don't need to stoop to their level. It's what makes us better. I respect it. Big Perp, appreciate the love, my guy. Do it, you'll go viral. Yeah, but I don't like to go. I wouldn't want to go viral for something like that. Like, I try to keep it as real as possible. And that's why I showed Cooper DeJean getting spin the blocked on versus Mario Douglas. That was a good route. Now, if I do want to critique it a little bit, I don't think that route would have been allowed in the real game in terms of it took 4 seconds to develop. The Eagles D-line not allowing the quarterback to sit back there and drink a cup of coffee for 4 seconds. Jacob said about out Philly Mike from Texas. I did see a couple people asking where I'm from. I'm an hour away from Philly. So I'm in PA. I don't know if y'all know about the ABE, Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton. I'm around there. So if I put in Lincoln Financial on my GPS, it's going to say from where I live to the link is about an hour away, an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm not in Philly. I'm right outside of Philly, the ABE, but I am in PA. So and I've been here. I've been born and raised here. It ain't something to be super proud about. You know what I'm saying? I never really moved around, nothing like that. But I've been here. Shout out to the 959 in the building. Like I said, if you enjoy this kind of talk, but also getting the information that you need to get, I'm telling you to subscribe. We do live stream videos and YouTube shorts. The live streams are more like this throughout the week. Videos are crazier, but the live play-by-play when the Eagles play are fun. We get it popping. We give away jerseys whenever we can. We do as much as we can. I'm only one guy, though. Big Dog said I was about to go to Easton Fish and game this morning, but didn't want to take the drive from Philly. Yeah, there it is. That's about an hour drive, depending on where you at in Philly. You know what I mean? About an hour and 25 if you're driving a little on the slow side. I get there in a solid hour 5. Yeah. AJ thought he had that touchdown, and Q said, not today. Let's see if there's anything else posted about this. AJ Brown active and productive so far. Crosser beat Rick Woolen. Quick slam beat Q. Fade beat Rick. What? Fade was in front of the Eagle sideline. AJ spun the ball after that one. Oh, so they're still going. So since Q got the PBU on AJ's been active later in this practice, according to Jimmy Kempski. AJ Brown, active and productive so far. The crosser that beat Reek, we saw that. Quick slant to beat Q, we did not see that. Fade to beat Reek, we did not see that. And then the fade was in front of the Eagles sideline. AJ spun it. So that's 3 catches. He beat Reek, he beat Q, he beat Reek, and he spun the ball in front of the Eagles sideline, according to Jimmy Kempski. Okay, you have a little bit of fun, dog. Have you a little bit of fun, dog. Dobbs with a deep catch along the sideline. Patriots offense is a great test for this defense. Okay. Jalen Hurts is doing a nice job involving the running backs in the passing game. Saquon Barkley and Will Shipley, and Jalen had a design run. Okay. So we utilizing both backs in the backfield, or 2 backs catching out the backfield. We're utilizing Jalen Hurts' legs. Brandon Lee Gowan said, not buying any idea that A.J. Brown is cooked. He's given the Eagles defense plenty of trouble today. Respect. Yeah, so there's the fade route that he beat Week Ruling on. But prior to this, Jimmy Kempski did said the first 11 on 11 session, the Eagles offense clearly won, and the Pats offense was kind of tied with the Eagles defense because A.J. Brown only had that one crosser at that time. But since then, they turned up a little bit. Brandon Lee Gowan said Hollywood Brown is having his best 2-day stretch of Eagles training camp. Been a reliable target for Jalen Hurts today. Now, mind you, Drake May got A.J. Brown to throw the ball to. We don't got Smitty. Practice ain't over yet. Can happen. But Drake May got AJ. Drake got his number one target. We don't got ours. We throwing the ball to Wicks, Hollywood Brown, and Elijah Moore. Practice still going on, Brody. Blaze, practice still going on. Eagles were winning early. Patriots have been winning of late. Once it's all said and done, I'll break it all down, of course, for y'all. Tank was suited up for practice, but I don't think he played I think he did individual drills only. But he was out there, so I don't know. Maybe they're just not using him in the run game. Cubano said, just don't let AJ near no masseuse. That's his kryptonite. Facts. Unique said, are we really going to talk about the Raiders? Nah, we ain't. We let that Mendoza do whatever he want. What we doing over there, Mendoza? What we doing, Mendoza? Probably got 10 to 15 more minutes of practice. That's it. Like I said, AJ Brown's came to life a little bit to end this practice. Here's the Demario Douglas one-on-one again. Whoa. Come on, come on, Coop. Can't get routed like that. But since we just showed that one, we might as well. They got hyped for a second because they thought he called it. Then they got real silent real quick. So Jeff McClain said Patriots defense rebounded during next period, walled off the Eagles on an outside zone run. Jalen Hurts did hit Shipley for a big gain off a mesh/wheel concept. Did so when hot. Got to type better, my guy. Ryan Fowler said, credit the Eagles wide receiver coach Aaron Moorhead. You can tell he's been working on these release packages for guys like Tay Wicks and Darius Cooper. Both guys have a plan at the line of scrimmage on every rep, which has led to easy separation all summer long. We're going to have Ryan Fowler on the channel too. Just got to work out the kinks. This was the deep crosser. This was the crosser that AJ caught on Reek Woolen. Look, bang. It's hard to see. I know it's real little. But you can clearly see at the catch point, AJ Brown, he would have got tugged before the touchdown, though. But look, crosser. AJ, right there. Where my mouse is circling. AJ crosser beat Reek Woolen. I have yet to see video of the AJ beating Q fade and the AJ beating Reek on the fade, or no, AJ beat Q on a AJ beat Reek on the fade and Q on a slant after this. But I've yet to see that video, and I don't know why we don't see all the videos. if you got actual fans. Oh, someone zoomed in on it a little bit more. Savage. He's a Patriots person. Look, Reek is right there. Reek is there. Look at the grown man saying, head top, head top. Reek is there. But he came from far across the field. It was a good play. But look, with fans allowed to record, and everybody pretty much has a Twitter at this point, or an X, whatever you want to call it. With all these fans in attendance, why are we not seeing more videos? Why? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Jarky Beef said, got to kick off a rebuild now, bruh. Who, the Raiders or the who? He definitely almost knocked that away. And I don't know who was supposed to be guarding A.J. Brown, because you clearly saw Reek Woolen coming from the opposite side of the field to try to contest that. Do I think Jared Bear said, you think Cooper can be AJ light? He has the body type of AJ. He's not as tall and as physical, but in terms of how he plays the game, it's similar to AJ. So we keep working with him. We keep training him. Maybe he can be the next AJ. AJ's a good ass receiver. I'm not going to act like he's trash just because he's not on the Eagles no more. But he's not going to make or break the Eagles' chance to get to a Super Bowl. Like, yes, he's good, but the Eagles are still built to contend. I would never listen to a Raiders fan tell me the Eagles are pretenders. That's crazy. Michael said, aside from Smitty, Eagles receivers are average. That is true. I mean, I can't say anything else yet. We haven't seen Mekhi Lemon, who's a rookie. Can he be great? Sure, but we got to see it. Dontavian Wicks has had times throughout his career, only a 3-year career, where he's had 100+ yard games. He did this, that, and a third. There's been times where he's looked great, but we got to see it be complete. But if you're telling me we can see Dontavian Wicks get off the line of scrimmage like this more often than not, he's going to be pretty good. Look. Dontavian Wicks getting off the line of scrimmage like that, I like it. But we got to see. Like, there's been parts of his 3-year career where you're like, oh, that stretch was good football. Like, that stretch of playing, he's a good football player. But then he'll have a stretch where he's not. So Dontavian Wicks just got to get consistent. Hollywood Brown, he only got average left in the tank. Elijah Moore, can he be anything better than average? I think we're decent in terms of if you have Smitty, Lemon, and Wicks. Smitty, Lemon, and Wicks, I think they complement each other pretty well. I think they all fit the scheme we want to run. And then you got Goddard. So you add Goddard in, who is a top 7. Sorry, guys. A top 7 tight end receiver, and it's not that bad. And it's better than average. But Smitty has the opportunity to be great. Like, Smitty got the opportunity to be a JSN type. Now, will the Eagles throw the ball that much to be it? We'll see. I think the run game is going to be involved. We heard them literally say that the run game was involved the very first possession the Eagles had. No more updates so far. Nobody updating nothing. AJ came to life at the end of practice, though. That's another thing. Hurts is spreading the ball around, not just one person, which is going to pay off for the scheme we want to run. The scheme that we want to run is going to utilize multiple receivers, not just one. But when push comes to shove, you're probably going to see Hurts go to Smitty and Goddard when push comes to shove. Philly sports fan said, will Mekhi Lemon be back week 1? He's on track. He's been limited the last 2 practices. The last practice the Eagles had and this joint practice, he's been considered limited. So if you're limited 3 weeks until the season starts, I think he'll be back week 1. I just feel like the Eagles are being cautious. We literally, I'm going to say it one more time. We literally just watched the first round pick drafted for the New Orleans Saints, wide receiver Jordan Tyson, get hurt with a hamstring, come back too early. And now it's reported 2 or 3 days ago, they reported it, that he will miss 2 months. Mekhi Lemon, hamstring. Jordan Tyson, hamstring. Mekhi Lemon hasn't came back. Jordan Tyson came back and now is injured for 2 months. So you just got to let this be. You got to be patient. It's not fun to be patient, right? But we just got to be patient. Shout out to the real ones, though. Y'all kept about 900 plus people in here for the longest time. Again, y'all hitting, a lot of y'all hit that like button too. Y'all doing the dang thing. If you had fun for this joint practice, you will have a lot more fun for Eagles, Patriots preseason game live. You'll have even more fun for Eagles, Commanders week 1. We do the live play-by-plays. It's a fun time. We chop it up. We talk some trash. We show some stuff. It's going to be fun. We got the scoreboard. We do the exact play. You know everything that happens, but you're probably watching it yourself anyways. You're only here rocking with us so we can talk about it. When a good play happens, you want to say, yo, did y'all see that? That 45-yard touchdown pass from Hurts to Smitty, did you see that? We're the ones here to tell you, yeah, we saw that. What you think? And we talk about it. We also do videos. So you get a lot of different things with this channel. Live streams where I chop it up and read y'all comments, videos, shorts, and my favorite, the live play-by-plays. Brooks K reported a fight. Oh, wow. Let me go ahead and check that out because I thought there was a close to be fight, a fight that almost happened. Oh, there it is. Let's just read some of the things he said. Andy Dalton looks improved today. He hit a deep crosser and stride sideline throw with touch. Short range throw with zip and accuracy. Okay. Brooks said in developmental series, Cole Payton threw toward the right sideline and Patriots safety John Sanders picked it off. And last but not least, a fight broke out between the Eagles and Patriots special teams units. There you go. Almost able to go a whole practice without fighting. Practice is reportedly over at 12 o'clock. It is 11:54. And we got our first reported fight, special teams unit. Are we going to get to hear who did it? Which player started the fight? Here we go. Some more reports. Jake Elliott's had a good camp, but he missed 2 of 5 kicks today. Oh, hell no. Both to the right side despite light wind blowing left. That is disgusting. Bro. Jake Elliott reportedly was 25 of 26 throughout training camp. I was starting to get a little excited about that because to be a legit contender, you got to have a good kicker. There's games where we win solely off a kick. Or you got to be able to kick the ball. In our first actual competition against other people, Jake Elliott, 2 of 5. Ew, that's 9 points. Imagine a game where we need Jake Elliott to kick 5 kicks and the defense is good. We keep driving down there. You give him 5 opportunities, and he comes away a 6 of 15. We leave 9 points on the board, and then we lose by 7. What are we doing, Jake? Shout out to Josh. He said, I can't even count the amount of times I've watched this video of Q locking up AJ. Might be my favorite video I ever seen. We've watched it a bunch of times too. Patriots, Kyle Williams explodes off his release, beats Eagles cornerback Keely Ringo. We did see that live, but look. But see, that's how you're supposed to explode off. Boom, boom. At least Ringo didn't get turned around like 22. Zach Berman said, I've been focused on Eagles defense today. A.J. Brown has been productive. 5 catches in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 on both sides of the defense. Pass rush has been active. Jalen Hunt and Moro Jomo are in my notes a few times. So Jalen Hunt got a sack, and Ajomo's been in his notes a few times. I'll take it. Oh, wow. Okay, so Romeo Dobbs got over on Reek Woolen on a one-on-one battle. We'll show it. Reek Woolen. A little push off, though. Little push. Oh, yeah, a flag. A flag came in at the end. Or is it a flag on us? Look at the end. Referee, flag on the play. Reek, I don't know if it's on Reek, though. So Dobbs got his get back. First time Reek and Romeo Dobbs matched up. Reek got the PBU. This time it went to Dobbs. Let me save these. Oh, we already got this one. It sounds like A.J. Brown is getting the best of the Eagles today, according to WIP. A.J. Brown has had 5 or 6 catches already. Patriots feeding him, and he's having a good day so far. Is it 5 or 6, though? I wants to know. Is it 5 or 6? Can't be both. But the Jake Elliott news is demoralizing, too. That news is demoralizing, to say the least. Hurts got 4 picks. Cap. Do you think the Eagles will trade for McCarthy? I don't know. I understood that the Eagles couldn't release Jake Elliott due to the money that he's owed. But, but J.J. McCarthy? No. I don't know what McCarthy you talking about. However, I would have brought a kicker in to at least compete for the kicker job. Jalen Hurts did not throw 4 picks. Don't even listen to that. Tiffany said it, Tiffany. Titan T said he only missed 2 kicks. Are you there, T? Because according to Brandon Lee Gouton, he missed 2 of. I read it wrong. My bad. He missed 2 of 5 kicks. So he went 2 missed, 3 made. My bad. I read that wrong. So he let 6 points off the board. Jalen Hurts does not have 4 picks. The person in the chat is capping. Jake missed 2 kicks. Why y'all freaking out? I mean, 2 kicks ain't. I wish we knew where they were from, but look, he said, despite light wind blowing left. It's a practice, man. I need to see a 5 for 5. Because look, at the end of the day, Jake Elliott was bad last year. So because he was bad, for me to feel better about him, I need to see greatness types. Like, bro, 3 of 5 in the game is not good either, though. If we got to settle for 5 field goals and he goes 3 for 5, that ain't great. That ain't great. It is practice. I agree with you. It is practice. But when you see stuff that's already been a trend of a season, it's more worrisome to me. And last year, Jake Elliott was rated one of the worst kickers. He had one of the most misses or whatever. I forgot exactly what it was. Let me look it up. Taylor said, Philly Mike, start with the Jake Elliott BS, and Jalen Hurts did not have 4 picks. I said Jalen Hurts didn't have 4 picks. Somebody in the chat said it. And that's 73%. To me, Jake got to prove. All right. If Jake was coming off his 2022 season, I wouldn't care him going 3 for 5. But coming off the 2025 season, 3 of 5 is like, yeah. It's what I seen lately. See, when I know a player's good, it's called giving them the benefit of the doubt. Hurts throwing picks gets the benefit of the doubt. He threw 1 pick. And he gets my benefit of the doubt. If Smitty played and dropped the ball, he gets a benefit of the doubt. But because of Jake Elliott's previous season, I want him to show me. Does Ringo get the benefit of the doubt? No, that's the only thing I'm saying. Different people get different benefits of doubts based off what I've seen already. I was excited about the 25 of 26 throughout training camp, reportedly out of Jimmy Kempski's camp. Jimmy Kempski tracking every single Jake Elliott's training camp kick, 25 of 26. Sign me up for that. In his first practice with other teams, 3 of 5. I mean, all I want to know is if the Eagles offense gets inside the 30, I don't want to have to hold my breath for it. Are we going to get the 3? And shoot, we were missing so much last year. Nick Sirianni said, I'm not even kicking it. I'm just going to go for everything inside the 30. So again, take it for what you want. Hopefully, Jake comes out tomorrow and goes 5 for 5, 4 for 5, 5 for 5. That's it. And I did read it wrong at first. So those saying calm down, 3 for 5 ain't bad. In a game, it can still loses the game. But I will agree with you that I read it wrong. I thought he made 2 out of 5. I did read it wrong. So I definitely panicked more because I read it wrong. Look at this. Just in. Smitty. The Polymarket is the one doing it. Yo, too many trolls on Twitter nowadays. For sure. Eagles cornerback Reek Woolen had an awesome spring. Hasn't been as good this summer, though. Rough day today. Just got beat yet again as I was typing this. Shout out to the chosen one, John with a $5 super chat. He said, as an Eagle fan, Hurts does not get the benefit of the doubt for having 3 bottom 10 passing offense in a row. Now he's starting early with INTs. The chosen one got Cole Payton. He got Cole Payton already as his thing. He gets the benefit of the doubt for taking the Eagles to 2 Super Bowls. 2 Super Bowls and winning one. The bottom 10 offense talk, as much as you want to try to put it on Jalen Hurts, you got to put it on everybody. The O-line, the run game, but most importantly, the play caller, the offensive coordinator that every analyst out there, from Dan Orlowski to Ryan Clark to Nick Foles to anybody on First Take, Get Up, or anything, simply says, this ain't good enough. You got guys with suits calling out the Eagles offensive play calling coordinator and blah, blah, blah. 3 injured players, but it's all Jalen Hurts. Again, I'm going to give Jalen the benefit of the doubt for 1 interception. And I did jump the gun when I read it. I thought it said 3 misses, not 2 misses. My bad. But I can already tell, man, you want Cole Payton threw an interception too. We gonna get Lordy. Sheesh. Show Wick's route. Let me show. All right, we'll show that before we get up out of here. Anyways, let me see if there's anything new. Everybody wants to talk to AJ Brown. Talk about AJ Brown drama. Man's at joint practice hanging out with the offensive lineman. I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at them plays again. So this is the Wick route you said you wanted to see, and it was dirty. Can't wait to see how he does in-game series type stuff. That was too quick. Talk about getting off the line quick. My goodness. I fired my photographer for my wedding next year when I found out he's a Cowgirl fan. I don't play that boy. A shout out to Tom. If I was your shout out to Tom, who said I fired my wedding photographer because I found out he was a Cowgirl fan. Sheesh. Love it. I love that type of energy, though, to be honest. I really do. Shout out to Almighty Lambo 9540 with the $5 super chat. Eagles passing was not bottom 10 in 2023, by the way. Correct. We don't shout out, and I didn't co-sign his bottom 3 or bottom 10 for 3 years straight. I just had talked about last year's. But you're right, Almighty. The Eagles passing game was not bottom 10 in 2023, by the way. And Hurts was in MVP talks before he got hurt and was playing hurt. In 2023, the Eagles had a top 10 offense. The reason we flamed out, and 2023 was the flame out year. It's because we had the 31st ranked defense. People get it twisted. We did not flame out on offense in 2023. The flame out was on defense. We finished the season with the 31st ranked defense, and it was ugly. We switched from Sean Desai to Matt Patricia, which got even uglier. That was the worst James Bradbury I ever seen. And I believe we didn't have AJ Brown in the playoffs. '30th ranked defense that year. Hurts still gets blamed for the collapse. Exactly. 30th, 31st. I agree with both you and Almighty Lambo said. That was an underrated offensive season. Now, again, play calling wasn't the greatest at times. I thought we ran the HB draw way too much, but still it was a top 10 offense. Keep said, yes, Hunt was getting at Mike Vrabel, was talking shit to him. I love it. That's good. Taylor said, y'all call from the replay. Wait, y'all call from the TO replace Jalen Hurts. Now y'all call for Peyton to replace Jalen Hurts. I was going to happen is bad luck for Peyton. Wait, what? Yeah, look, there's always going to be a group of people that try to discredit Jalen Hurts regardless. Yo, if anybody got the Vrabel and Jalen Hunt arguing clip, please send it my way. Please send it my way. Look at this. Ryan Fowler gets a text. Text from a source with New England. Number 58, Jalen Hunt is a problem. That's fire right there. Shout out to Philly Special 817 for the tag. But that is special right there. Ryan Fowler, who will be on the channel sometime next week, got a text from a source with New England straight up saying 58, who is Jalen Hunt, is a problem. Is a problem. That's tough. Let me pull that up again. You got to love that. Mama E said, y'all need to learn how to type before sending this man. Oh, Lord. Flan Man Band said there are already people saying Andy Dalton is replaying Hurts. They're saying a lot of people is. But don't worry. We're going to see week one when we put BTA on them Commanders. Is that more tampering or is that more tampering or it's the real deal? No, this is Ryan Fowler, who is a Philadelphia beat writer. Ryan Fowler does not work for the Eagles. And he just gets a text from a source with New England. That's not him necessarily saying it's a New England coach. It could be a New England beat writer. Somebody from the New England side is texting somebody from the Philly side, and that being Ryan Fowler, and he's saying that Jalen Hunt is a problem. So my guess is that the person who texted him was at this joint practice, saw the back-to-back reps where Jalen Hunt manhandled Will Campbell, according to sources. The exact statement was Jalen Hunt got a sack on Drake May after beating Will Campbell. The very next play, he got quick pressure on May after beating Will Campbell. He said both reps, he beat him like a drum. Bro, you biased as you need to be better, bro. Patriots won today. The Patriots offense came alive at the end of 11 on 11s when they were force feeding AJ Brown. Yeah, according to reports, that looked good. But prior to that, our first possession of 11 on 11s, we went right down the field with the run game and a deep ball to Elijah Moore. Mind you, Jersey made Al. We didn't have Smitty. You had your number one guy. We didn't have ours. But it's neither here nor there. Our first possession looked good. Y'all last couple possession looked good. But there's more than just 7 on 7 and 11 on 11. What about the 1-on-1 period? What about the legit tweet saying sack and big time pressure on your boy Will Campbell? Listen, somebody from the New England side is texting Ryan Fowler saying that Jalen Hunt is a problem. He got that observation after watching some shit today. I didn't see anybody say either side scored a touchdown, right? I saw AJ beat Q on a slant. AJ beat Reek on a fade. AJ beat Reek on a crosser. I didn't hear not one reporter say Eagles got a tub or Patriots got a tub. So who got the tubs? Smooth, I appreciate you for tuning in. Okay. So tag me in some of this. Follow me on Twitter at Philly_Mike25. Tag me in this. I'll read it. I mean, our beat writer said that AJ Brown had a good day. All right, look, if you just want to sum it up to this, biggest drill of the day, 11 on 11, everyone's watching. Patriots offense gets a field goal. Eagles offense doesn't score. So if you want to leave it up to that, the biggest 11 on 11, according to one of our biggest haters, that was the difference in, I guess, the biggest 11 on 11 matchup. And again, how does Elliott Shore Park know what is the biggest 11 on 11? He's not on the field. The 11 on 11 prior to that could have been talked about as the biggest one. Just because more people are watching doesn't necessarily mean that the coaching staff agrees that this is the biggest one. However, that's how he leaves it. Patriots get a field goal and the Eagles don't score. That's how he leaves it. This was just 6 minutes ago. Al, Jalen Hurts just threw a nice pass to Darius Cooper along the sideline. 6 minutes ago, this was tweeted. So that's also why we can't say who won or... Bro, we're trying to decide who won. Why, I guess practicing was still going on. Y'all talking about who won as they're still running plays. According to John Clark, unless he's just straight up lying, Eagles starting defense got a stop against New England starting offense on a drive. Now, according to Elliott Shore Parks, that wasn't the most important 11-on-11 drive. But, I mean, that's just 9 minutes ago. 9 minutes ago, we just seen this. So I'm just saying, like, what I would do is piece everything together, right? I'm talking as things are live. When it's all said and done, I'll piece it together and try to get my best take on what team won. Because at the end of the day, us winning a joint practice or losing a joint practice doesn't necessarily mean we are or not going to win a Super Bowl. That's also. The first 4 weeks of the NFL season last year, did anybody think the Seattle Seahawks were the best team in the league? Come on, let me hear it in the chat. The first month of football passes. Did anybody say, oh, I think the Seahawks are the best team in the league? They definitely win in the Super Bowl. No. Nobody started talking about the Seahawks being the best team in the league until later in the season. Next point, the Philadelphia Eagles were 2-2 in 2024 when we had the best offensive Super Bowl run ever. This is not me being biased. We literally scored the most points ever combined in a wild card divisional and NFC championship. You combine them three, no teams ever scored more points. Ever. And then we BTA'd the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But prior to that, we were a 2-2 win football team after the first month of football. 2-2. People were talking about, we got to fire this guy. We got to do this. We got to do that. And then we just started winning. Whether I'm talking about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl after starting 2-2 or the Seahawks last year not being a real threat or a contender to the end of the season, that shit need to play out. I understand we live in a social media world and everybody wants to post, oh, look what Q did to AJ, or look what AJ did to Greek. Or I understand we want to get views, you want to get likes, we want to get followers on Twitter and IG, and I'm right, you're wrong, but it's a long way. It's a long season. I seen some good things from both teams in this practice, according to multiple reports. Some things I like, some things I didn't like. And we gonna eventually figure it all out. But look, regardless of whoever won the day, win week 1. Yeah, so I'm going to do my due diligence. I went over everything here, but I want to piece it all together. And I do like to try to go find New England Patriot beat reporters and see their side of things. So I try to look at the Philly side of things, the Patriots side of things, combine it all up and talk about what transpired throughout this practice. And I'm going to do that for y'all in the video. Shout out to JPN. This practice is what I expect from two legit contending teams. Back and forth, good plays from both sides. That I agree with. Eagles possibly being a contender, Patriots, or Eagles being a contender, Patriots being a contender, should be good. Now I'm on a live recording the practice. So if you got the whole practice live recorded, send that shit my way, dog. No, Dontavian Wicks got hurt, but came back into the game or came back into practice. He's not out. Jared Bear said, don't care who wins practice. Stay healthy, get better. That's nice. At Philly _Mike 25. At Philly _Mike 25. And shout out to ENI. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm biased, there got to be somebody doing this on the Patriots side, right? Should have signed Reddick for this practice. Should have signed Reddick for this practice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yo, I love it. It's fun times. But look, all I'm saying is Ryan Fowler, a Philadelphia media guy, got a text from a New England media guy, and it said 58 Jalen Hunt is a problem. And here's my at right there. Bang. Not the Yo Philly 400. That's another Eagle content creator, though. He great, too. But at Philly _Mike 25. Got stomped in the Super Bowl. Stomp. But it's okay. He won joint practice. Who cares about the Super Bowl when we beat the Eagles in joint practice? I got to talk about shit too. It's all fun and games at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Let's have a little fun. Found a fight? Tag me in that. Tag me in it. Tag me in the fight. If you found the fight, tag me in it. Dave said during special team period, AJ Brown had time to catch up with former teammates Saquon, Cam, Jordan, and Landon, I mean. Look at this news. Source: Texas wide receiver Jaden Higgins suffered a torn ACL yesterday during a joint practice against the Raiders. A tough blow for a Houston receiving room. See, that shit hurts. That junk hurts. That's pretty nice too. It was
I know.
Bro, if anybody found the fight or anything, oh, what is this? Okay, so this is an off his back foot throw to oh, that's the fade. Okay, there it is. So that's your fade.
But there's
What the? I'm trying to make it bigger. That's a good play. Jahad Campbell in the face of Drake May off his back foot. Reek said it was out. Nobody blocked Jahad Campbell, though. He came in free. Look at this. But look, pressure in the face. Oh, he missed the block. Pressure in the face. May off the back foot. And, of course, you got to pull up. Can't touch the quarterbacks. Oh, he didn't get his. Hold on. One. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count as a catch. Take one off the A.J. Brown thing. Get it out of here. That's not a catch, dog. Tag me again. It's at Philly. First of all, follow me at Philly_Mike25. He's out, though. If this is a real game, that doesn't count. So if A.J. Brown had 5 catches, now it goes down to 4. That was out skis. Look at this. 1. That's 1 foot. Watch this foot. It never comes down. Now, granted, it's a beautiful throw from Drake May off his back foot, but that's the first foot. This foot does not touch the ground. Out of bounds. You can't put the same foot down twice. It's not college. 1 foot. This is a college catch, but this is the NFL. So that is not a catch. So if we keeping it 100, that's a good play, but an incomplete. Man, fast motion. I see. Reek said it was out. Reek called it out from the jump, but I couldn't tell it was out in fast motion. But even if the referee calls that catch in, throw that red flag, that challenge flag. Shout out to Spec D49. Mike, you should do more Sixers content. Hey, I would love to. But with my schedule, with my kids, my everything going on in my schedule, it's gonna be hard. I won't be able to continue to do both. I'm a big Sixer fan too. You know what? We might be able to slide some Sixer play-by-play-ins. We'll see about that. That would be fun. But look, this is a good play from Drake May to A.J. Brown. But for those coming in here real quick, I want to show you. I'll let this play out. I like the back foot pass from Drake May, but grabbed it. And shout out to Reek Woolen because, first of all, shout out to AJ's hands being strong because Reek Woolen got his hand all up in the mix. 1 foot down, other foot out. So Reek Woolen is right. That man is not in. Get him out of here on that play. Did I save that one? Yep. Had he would have Lordy, Lordy. Hattie would have look, and yeah, be honest. LB, his foot not down though either. Let me just quote tweet that. Let me just quote tweet it. Only got 1 foot down. Not a catch. Why am I can't spell for nothing? Only got 1 foot down, not a catch. Get it out of here. Why am I? All my buttons are acting crazy. Appreciate Spec D with the super chat though. Plus, I've been following you, bro. Come on, I know you've been around. Let me see if I got it now. Al Gonzo showing this is not real. Look, reader added context. The video is not from August 19, 2026. Eagles Patriots joint practice, which began at 10:15. This is a post. This video is from 2024. Oh, that's the fight. Okay, it's about to be a what? Shout out to Found the Fight. There you go. I wish it was closer though. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Special team fight. Someone got hit late and they didn't like it. Them special team fights be crazy. T said, not surprised. AJ was the main focal point. That what he wanted. He wanted to shine. And he got like 4 or 5 or 5 or 6 catches, but one of them for sure was out of bounds. Out of bounds. Don't count. Shout out for this fight video, though. What else we got? Drake made the Kashan booty. All he does is catch everything thrown his way. Let's see this one. That was a good catch. I don't know who it was on, though. That was a good catch. Not quite sure who it was on. Shout out to Al Gonza, Al G. Okay, that's Al. Let's see what Al. Oh, let's see. Okay, did you post them all? All right, so hold on. Let's keep it 100 real quick, Al. You also posted this one. So look, Al, you still in here? Jersey made Al. Listen closely for this one, all right? Hold up real quick. Tom with the $2 super chat. Why are we practicing with these bums? KC or LA is better. Look at it. Okay, we're going to look at it. I'm going to show you. It's one of your people trolling. All right? So look. Look at it. Do you really think AJ Brown is that little? Come on. Jersey made Al. Do you really think AJ Brown is that little? Look how little the receiver is. Look. Look when he gets up. Look how little his arms are. That's Jay Polk in 2024. You know how I can prove it to you? Because it's from, look, I'm not clicking off anything. Al, I need you to pay close attention. So that's your boy, Mails King, right? Shout out to him. He has 8,900 followers. Cooley. He posted it from New England Patriots. When you click on this, look at this. Dime at Drake May to at JPolk22. Let's zoom in. When is this? Look at the play. Look at the date. Look at the date. Are you slow, dog? It was posted August 13, 2024. J Polk in 2024 wore the number 1. This play got posted. Pat fans like the troll. They posted this saying that this was from today's practice. It is August 24th. August 24th. This plays from August 24th. I'm zoomed all the way in. Do you think A.J. Brown's that little? Just by looking at the body frame, you should know that's not A.J. Brown. Where's the dreads sticking out? Where's the hair? A.J. Brown's not bullheaded. He don't got a shortcut. Where's the hair? And I don't even care. It says it right here, dog. August 13, 2024. So bring your ass back to the front. You can tag me another one all you want. This one is Fake. Fake. He is Jersey made. Get him out of here. 2 years ago, A.J. Brown, he just drank some Slim Fast before he came out. Man, cut his hair, lost some weight, changed his name. Oh, Lordy. Is the Eagles press conference going on?
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of got off the ground about 2 months ago, and it's all good line of scrimmage.
What's the advantage point in the run game?
Already been 5 minutes. Instead of watching plays that happened in 2024, let's listen to what the Eagles have to say.
One-on-one battles as much, even though you have them, but they're fewer and far between. So to set up the way it does, it really limits. It was good. We had 14 periods. Yeah, it was different. Getting somebody else out there on defense, somebody who doesn't know our snap count as well. So had some really good team periods. Wish we'd have finished a little bit better during the 2-minute drive at the end, but all in all, thought we had a really good day on offense. So yeah, it was good though, getting to hit somebody different across the line of scrimmage.
What's the advantage point in the run game first time against the Patriots?
Yeah, you just saw the wide zone take shape. We did a lot of play action. I don't know, y'all were over here watching the few team players we had here. I feel like we had some good gashes. So, for us, it changes the style of the defense up front to where it kind of limits their pass rush. They're in a lot more reading first and just teeing up off the.
Real quick, shout out to G-Lo with the $2 super chat. That's why we love haters, entertainment. But look, at least he understands he took accountability for that. Yeah, you got caught with the whole NFL rumors and some other Patriots fans trolling. There are plays that y'all had against us. That just wasn't one of them. Lord have mercy.
Ball, so.
You've been there for years. I mean, at what point do you kind of get a sense of where the offense is or what it could become?
I mean, I feel like you go through phases. There's been times where we've had really good teams here perform well in a preseason camp, and then down the road they perform well as well. So today's a good confidence boost. I feel like the season goes through phases. So very early in the phase now. After the first few games first 3 or 4 games, you kind of see what your offense could be and stuff you need to improve on. So right now, man, I'm happy where we're at, but got a long way to go. Yeah, man, Markel's doing really well. He's long, he's strong, he's got really good feet, stays close to the ground at all times, really good balance. And the thing about Markel is that he's a good rookie, man. He's a true pro. He asks all the right questions, never complaining, and you can just see the skill set that he has. He's been blessed with, and he's a guy that just continues to work, and it's been very impressive. Yeah, he's and doing really well. Like I said, these landmarks here in the run game are wider. It stretches defense out, so he's got a lot more room to make some moves, stretching from sideline to sideline. So, yeah, he made a lot of big plays. We had some good plays in the screen game today. So, yeah, he's performing well.
It seems to me like Tyler has had a pretty good summer.
Yeah.
Any different than last year to you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought last year he was really picking up steam. You can just see the confidence improve. Then going against Jalen Carter every day is making him become, the player that he's meant to be. So when you have guys like that pushing him, I've seen him from what he started as to what he is now, and he's really in a good spot, man. I feel really comfortable playing next to him. The strength's there, the footwork's there, and so I think this will be, Steam's best year.
What is a guy with a much different body type than Willie Lampton? Does it amaze you sometimes?
I didn't know if it was Willie or BG out there. They look the same. Nah, man, he's
that's crazy.
5'10", 285, 290. He gets under guys. So you saw it in one-on-one pass rush today. He's got excellent leverage. He's really quick off the ball, getting up to the second level. Linebackers, he's really good. Once he gets on guys, they very rarely get off. Tremendous feet. And man, when you see guys like that are working that hard and are rising like him, man, he boosts our whole line and the guys in there. So we're really, happy the way he's playing now and keep that trajectory going up.
You had talked about keep doing practice like this. Does that make you confident that he'll be a bigger part of the passing game?
Yeah. I mean, I think all in all, the more productive we are in the run game and stuff feeds off of that we'll see the Saquon of 2 years ago. We'll see the big plays. We'll see him out. Flexing out wide at receiver, seeing him in the screen game. So just a little bit of it today. But, yeah, the way the offense is flowing, and, the first 3 periods are really good. Wish we'd have finished better in the last period, but, really good day.
They like the offense.
The 2-minute drive. I wish we'd have been more efficient with that. Got to a 4th down there, and, yeah, I just felt like we were kind of sloppy. Mm-hmm.
How did that come together, and what did you learn about Will during that time?
Yeah, man, Will just kind of reminds me of myself in a way, just a country kid, drafted first round. So I know, kind of the pressures that are on guys like that. And so, for me, I thought he had a really good rookie season, and just for me, I think talking to him and just, really our lives are pretty similar in a lot of ways, just with what we're doing. And you can see him just getting better. Like I was watching some today, he looks thicker, bigger. He's healed up from his knee injury. So, how that thing came about at the gym was, we just kind of got off the ground about 2 months ago and invited some guys, and he's one of the guys that showed up. So, yeah, man, it was fun. We did some football stuff, did some workout, but mostly just talking ball and stuff off the field.
Last one for Lane, we'll get Smith in. You had mentioned before about how you were excited about the pass pro getting help from the inside.
Yeah.
They were sending some rushes today.
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
Yeah, you go from absolutely no help ever to getting chips and thumps and quick pros. It's a lot different for me. The timing.
Hey, yo, Al, I posted Demario Douglas beating Cooper. I already showed the one that you just tagged me in. I showed the crosser that AJ caught over Reek Woolen, and I showed the back foot step that Drake May had, and it was a beautiful pass to AJ, but I showed it multiple times. He didn't get his feet in. Every play you talked about, including one of them you missed when Demario Douglas made Coop fall off the screen. I showed them all, dog. Showed them all live.
Yeah, just maybe the stress going into the game and not thinking about the one-on-one battles as much, even though you have them, but, they're fewer and far between. So, like I said, when this offense is set up the way it does, it really limits the ability for a rusher to tee off when you're in gun consistently like we were. So I can say that.
Thanks, Lane.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, let's see who's up next. Oh, Smitty.
I'm all right.
Can barely hear
I
the
think we did some
questions.
good things. I think some things that we can get better at, but I think we're trending in the right direction.
What do you do during injury left to make sure you kind of keep up with things?
Stay in the meetings. Just because you're injured don't mean you don't go to meetings.
See you with a headset on sometimes, and you're helping some of the guys. How much does that help you learn the offense mentally?
It helps a lot. Not just trying to help them, but trying to help myself. Trying to get in the huddle, still hear the play call, see where I'm going on my way out, my thought process between every play.
You remember how that happened?
Just happened. Yeah.
It seemed like you were doing, paces sort of to the point of wearing the headset and stuff in and out of the huddle constantly. What does that help you? How does that help you in terms of staying on task?
It helped me with my process every play, hearing the play call, hearing the words that's coming out of Jay mouth, and just overall when I'm coming out, what I'm thinking of, what I see, and things like that.
Are you running mental reps and reading defense and trying to imagine yourself kind of in the spot you'd be in?
Yeah.
How do you balance wanting to get back on the field for a while with having to be careful?
Trust the trainers. Listen to them. Listen to how I feel, how my body feel. Feel like we have a good plan. Really just trusting each other to make sure that we're on the same page of what we want to do. No, I mean those guys. They've been there every day. They've been putting in the work. They've been doing a lot of good things. And right now you want as a group everyone to go out there and you want to see the guys that can step up and make plays when guys are out and see how they go about their daily things. Everybody's different. Some people heal. Everyone heals differently. So I don't know how he feels and things like that. I think he's trending in the right direction, but just little things and things he can do. But ultimately, everyone's injury is not the same. Their body do not react the same way.
What was it like?
Nah.
You probably saw some of his plays though. What was it like watching him play against your defense?
I didn't see none of it. I was on the offensive field. Nah, no need to be frustrated.
What'd you see out of Dontavian today?
The guy that I've always, seen him as.
Wicks.
Go out there, win a lot of one-on-ones. The fight that he has in him when he's going in there, he's blocking and things like that. Tremendous leader, guy that wants to be the best version of himself. It's been great. I've always been a big fan of Elijah. Even coming out of college, playing against him, seeing the way that he plays. I've always been a big fan. It's fun that he's here. We just talk about the journey and things like that. But he's been doing a great job. Everything that he's doing, I respected it.
Thanks, buddy.
What else we got? Let's see.
Come on. You did that. Grow and shape back. It's a tight end, and it's not.
We go.
No water today, John? I'm kidding.
You said no water today, John?
Towel? Towel, no? No, I'm good.
Run defense had some success today. What did you see out there?
Yes and no. I think at times, let me think. I like today's practice in the run game in particular because they have a fullback. We haven't seen a fullback all camp, and if we see a fullback-like body in the backfield, it's a tight end, and it's not often. So it's cool to go against a fullback. Something you always see a couple times a year, and got to be
prepared for the fullbacks. They're coming back a little bit.
Haven't really talked about it in particular. When I'm out there with him, I make sure, like, hey, drop inside, drop straight back. You got him. Just trying to give him tips because he's never done it before. He doesn't know. And I was in the same position. 2024 against the Saints, wheel route on my head, Alvin Kamara, boom. learn from it, and then you grow. And then like today, I had a wheel route as well, and I made the play. It's just reps and time on task. Beyond that, I think he can set the edge. I think he did that well in the Ravens game. He can rush the passer. He's a big dude. I think athletically, physically, he can do the things required of him in coverage too.
I think they're talking about AJ Epinesa.
There's been plenty in practice. That was the first major one, yeah.
Zach, most of you guys have been together 3 years now, with Vic for 3 years. How does that kind of manifest itself on the field? Do you get a sense that kind of knows where it's going to be in year 3?
Yeah, just a lot more confidence in each other and with Vic. In certain situations, I almost like know what he's going to call, which is kind of cool.
Pretty much read his
but
mind.
Then having chemistry between the guys and him giving feedback to our position coaches giving it to Vic. Vic puts a lot of of the cover stuff in our hands, like how we like to play it, how we want to play it. It's up to us, and it's cool.
Jahad's been used as a blitzer pretty frequently in practices that we've seen. I know that Kobe did that a lot. What do you like about Jahad's athleticism, ability, that's going to make him an effective blitzer like that?
He's big. He's a big dude. He's an athletic dude. He can do it. I can do it too. If I want to steal blitz from him now and again, I will. But he's a good blitzer.
What makes someone what are the keys to being a good blitzer?
Good hands, good feet, head movement. You got to have a little shake, a little wiggle, a little sauce, as BK likes to call it.
Anything else? Cool. Thanks, guys.
That's it. Short and quick. So supposedly, they asked AJ Brown, who's doing this presser right now with the Patriots. AJ Brown says he's not spoken to Jalen Hurts since being traded. When asked if he talked to him during these 2 days, he said if they're past cross, they'll talk. And he said multiple times that it's all love. Of course, New England is going to keep asking him that too.
With that group.
Okay, Jalen.
I thought it was a good day. I thought we came out and ran the ball well. We had some actions off of that went well. Thought 7-on-7 was a little tough for me. But all learning experience. So excited to get back with the guys and watch the tape.
See, hold up. He told the truth right away. He said, and from what I took from it is the Patriots defense gave him a little trouble in 7-on-7, but on the first two 11-on-11s, the Eagles did their thing. Now at the end of the practice, the Eagles kind of struggled in 11-on-11, getting stopped on 4th down and whatnot. But it is what it is.
I think just the synchronization with that group. It seems like we've been able to build and have some slow but surely improvements. And so we just want to continue to build in that area as well as every other area. That's a really good unit, and they've played a lot of ball together.
Lane Johnson was talking about how you can stretch the defense out a lot more.
Yeah.
How much do you think that helps open up a lot of things with the offense?
Well, I think it just I just think everybody being on the same page really is your most important thing. And I know they're getting new coaching, new philosophy, and a bit new fundamentals with that, but I think it just comes down to everybody being on the same page in the run game, and that carries over through all phases of the offense. Say again? Oh, well, I think we're still putting in a lot of different things. Our offense isn't in fullness. Came out here and didn't necessarily game plan for the team, more so treated it like a regular practice. And so I think it was cool to see some of the raw and unscouted looks, if you will. So, I think he's going to show up and make plays at every facet of the offense. Ultimately, we're just trying to figure out our identity and what exactly we want that to look like. But obviously, it starts with the outside zone and in the run game.
Deep ball you hit with the unscouted looks stuff, the wheel route where you hit Will Shipley.
Yeah.
Was inviting pressure part of that, or was that kind of a happy accident?
Not a happy accident. It's definitely a part of the play. When you coach it up, you don't coach it up in the unideal looks. And I think we got a lot of unideal looks today. So just us being able to respond to when we're hot and hit that as the end is peeling off. It's a really big play, one that we'd be excited about in the room, but obviously still something to learn from right there because we want to avoid having a free guy coming in pressure. So get it off, but it's there's a process to it. Don't buy into the process of it.
The deep ball you hit to Elijah.
Free guy still got the wheel route, completed the ship.
Yeah, I think it was a great route, great catch, way to bring it down with the guy coming in from the inside out on his back. And great execution. So, it's a big explosive play in practice.
We've seen you spend a lot of time after practice in Philly with guys like Hollywood Brown and others.
I hate that they talk so soft.
Has that helped and then taken into the joint practice?
Man, it definitely helps. I think every moment. I keep going back to the summertime and all this time that we spent together, how valuable that is, and just being able to stack those moments with day one of training camp to day whatever it is right now. Continue to stack, and so I think we've got some strides to take in terms of our detail and really being.
Jalen Hurts only threw one interception. If the Patriots had 3, it's because Cole Payton and Andy Dalton or whoever else. Hurts only threw 1 interception. The other 2 were from backups. So
landed on the same page from how we're going to run this, new scheme, how we take this new coaching. And I think when we come out here and practice, every day is an opportunity to learn from that. The good, the bad, everything is an opportunity to learn from. So that's what I really get excited about, because you can come out here and as you said, you can have success on something, but just because you got the results you wanted, doesn't mean it was the way that it was supposed to be done. So just being committed to the process and not the outcome there.
You mentioned about the wheel route earlier, pressure today. What did you notice just in terms of this system and how it has answers for what's the pressure?
I think ball is ball in the end. I think there's a mindset that what I've experienced over time is how you're trained to look at each play, what you alert, what you don't alert, the timing that you're demanded to play with, the timing where it may not have been as much of a vocal point. Ultimately, I think it's just a synchronization, to play on time and then play in rhythm. At the quarterback spot, we've got to make sure we got the right detail. We've got to make sure we're taking, attacking the right leverage when we get it. It's a full-on timing deal. So we've still got opportunities to improve in that area. But I like where we are.
What was it like being back on the practice field with AJ?
I think it was a great day out here. I know he's going out there and competing. Got a lot of love for him. I always have. It seems like it was competitive practice.
So I saw him catching up.
What would your advice be to Drake May in terms of getting the most out of AJ quarterback?
I think Drake has had a lot of success already. So I don't know what my advice, would do. I just think he needs to continue the progression that he's on. I mean, he's already accomplished so many great things in a short time, and I expect more great things to come for him.
Saw AJ catching up with a couple of his offensive teammates on the sideline. Did you guys have a chance to catch up?
No, I didn't get to yet. Yeah.
How tough has it been with Mekhi missing a lot of time and Devontae as well, but trying to get a line with Mekhi in this new offense, just him as a person and on the field?
Yeah. It's a challenge. It's a challenge because he's not out there getting the actual reps, but just being intentional with the walkthroughs, being intentional with the moments we have, off the field, after practice, as you see, all those things come into play when you're talking about trying to build that chemistry.
Jalen, is having a new coordinator, new voice to learn, is that becoming usual for you? Have you kind of learned how to? It seems like every year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know it any other way. So I just definitely got a way of going about it. And I know that they're just things that are part of the process. I think ultimately you want the alignment, you want everybody to be on the same page, and then the goal never changes in terms of going out there and finding a way to win. But we've obviously got to continue to build that chemistry there.
From your perspective, what does Quinyon do especially well? And I know it's not the best question to ask on a day of joint practices, but how does he challenge you in practice?
I think he's a smart corner. He's fast. He trusts his instincts. I think he plays team football at his position, right? He knows what his front seven is capable of. I think he has confidence in his teammates from how he plays the position on an island often. And I just think being able to compete with that, being able to test that every day of practice, it gets me better, it gets us all better, everybody that lines up against him. So it's something that I value a lot, his talent.
Different places to indicate, certain memories. If you think back to your last joint practice here, how are you different as a quarterback? How are you better as a quarterback than the last time you were here?
I think I've grown, I've matured. I've had a lot to learn from since. As a leader, as a player. And all, it's a bit of the same approach in terms of adjusting to a new offense and getting on the same page with Coach Sean and the OC. And, I think that's always been my focus to any and everything through any sense of noise, adversity is and triumph, right? I think having a laser focus on the team and improving and learning the game and being the best that I can be. So I can't really take a step back and, say one way or another. It's just I'm still on the process and the journey of improving.
Okay, thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, shout out to Phil Malik. He said, y'all naming them wild ass stats in the chat. He said, okay, Vrabel got 6 missed calls from Rossini. Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's all she wrote for the Eagles speaking. Oh, love it. Shout out to all the people who sent stuff over.
But that
Repost this real quick. This is a really good play from Drake May. Now, if I'm being 100, one, Jahad Campbell pulled up because it's practice, can't touch the quarterback. But at least with Jahad Campbell pulling up, Drake May still threw this off his back foot. You can see right there. He would dive right there, but he pulled up off the back foot. Nice catch. But Patriot fans in here, I need y'all to come up to the front one more time. This man got 1 foot down, 1 foot down. Let's just go with that. Let's do like this. What am I doing? Why is that blocking it now? Look at this. Good defense, better catch. But is it really a catch? 1 foot down and the other foot out of bounds. So again, this is just practice. You can celebrate the off the back foot throw and the contested catch from your new wide receiver. But if this was in a game, that'd have been win for Reek Woolen. Win for Reek Woolen. 1 foot in, other foot out by a size 11. He's a size 11 out. A size 14 out, whatever shoe he wear, I don't even know. The cornerback did not get cooked. Are you foolish? It's a beautiful pass from Drake May. My cornerback's hand, my cornerback's hands all in AJ's catch radius. That's also what forces him out. If Reek Woolen doesn't have his hand in there pushing on him and the ball, he probably gets the other foot down. Getting beat would mean he's not even on his hip. Y'all control your one. This is good coverage. This is a great catch, but he can't get the feet in because of the coverage. Fall down, AJ. And that's why my man said he's out. And they quickly turned this camera off so they didn't tell us if it was a catch or not. It's not a catch. Good play, though. Good play, though. If you're in college, 1 foot down in college. 1 foot down in college. Not in the NFL. Unless the Patriots are going back to college, that's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. I like the attempt, but incomplete. Absolutely incomplete. Mekhi Lemon out there on the field post-practice working. It's good to see. Smitty over here just chilling, watching them. Smitty, you need to get your ass up and run these routes too, man. We got to get that hamstring right. I just kidding. Fun times. But we've been live. Oh, Eagles cornerback Quinyon Mitchell says it was a great experience today facing A.J. Brown. Brown again. It really helps him. Quinyon says he got his hands on the first pass that was incomplete. He says there's no trash talking today. Let me just hear from him if it's loud enough.
Feel like practice again against AJ, or was it a little more amped up?
Yeah, it was a little more amped up. Just going against him, knowing the battles we had, in Philly. So, man, it was great to going up against him today, and we got some good work in it.
A lot of talking out there between you two?
No, we didn't talk at all.
Really?
Actually, we didn't talk at all after practice. We just kept it, business-like and just compete.
And just like your first training camp with AJ, and then the time you practiced with him, how much can you learn from this today with AJ?
Yeah, man, he's just a great receiver. He just give you so many tough battles and tough assignments and stuff like that. So it was really just great to go out there and compete with him again today.
Y'all talked after practice?
Yeah, we talked after practice. We didn't talk during practice.
There you go. And that brings me to one of my favorite plays, the very first one that went live up on here. It was A.J. Brown versus Quinyon Mitchell. Let's take a look at that before we get up on out of here. One-on-one, mano-y-mano. Let's take a quick look-see. And although A.J. Brown low-key dropped this and tried to push off, that little punch out at the end from Quinyon helped him drop it. Fun times. Super fun times. But all that being said, we've been live for 3 hours and 31 minutes. That's a long time to be live for not a game. Practice. We talking about practice? Practice. But we will be live tomorrow. We're running this back tomorrow. So everybody who came in today, minus a couple weirdos, everybody who came in today, I hope to see y'all back here tomorrow, especially Eagle Nation. With that being said, if you haven't hit the like, hit it. We're almost at 800 likes, and there's not even 800 people in here because y'all did y'all thing in the beginning. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't turned on the notification bell, do that. We drop videos, YouTube shorts. We go live for events like this, and we also go live for the games. So Saturday, Eagles Patriots preseason will be live. Eagles Commanders week 1 will be live. I love y'all to death. Until next time. And again, I might drop a video today after I do all the tea leaves and picking stuff up. So keep that notification bell rung. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, we showing up and we gon' fight. You see, we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.